Hey guys, Demi here from Atlas Vibrations, and I am here with your 2023 yearly read and prediction. And I'll give you guys a little bit of an introduction about me. My name is Demi. I am a tarot card reader, spiritual mentor, and guide. And I do offer personal reads. They are on my website, and I do offer personal like coaching programs and things like that. They'll be under my website, which I will put in the description box below. So I'm gonna do something new with this introduction, and as you guys know, if you have done pick a card readings before, the stones will be put out below, and then you'll pick your pile based off of the timestamp down below after you've used your intuition, which I will give you guys some time to do. But I figured that this would be the easiest to kind of give you guys an update of where I am, what I've kind of been doing, and so it might be a little lengthy, so we're going to do a little bit of an introduction. And I'm also going to tell you about the spread as well that I'm going to do for you, so that way I don't have to say it 50 million times when I'm trying to read. So we have 6 piles here. I'll put the stones down like I said in a second. And so I'm offering a monthly newsletter in the middle of the month. I don't want to launch it because today is January 1st. This is when I'm filming it, so Happy New Year. And I didn't want to launch it during a Mercury retrograde. So subscribe to the emailing list. You'll receive a 15% off coupon just for subscribing off of any session that I offer. So definitely take advantage of that. Also too, as I'm doing these reads as well, know that I use the pronouns she for the feminine, he for the masculine, and then if anything is gender specific, I will let you know, because as you guys know, I believe that we have both of these energies within us. Also too, I know that other people like to donate to the channel and like to tip me and as an energy exchange, so tips are always appreciated. Never expected. If you would like to leave a tip, I leave my Venmo and PayPal down below in the description box, so that way you guys can do that as well. And yeah, I do believe that that is all I have as for just updates and things like that for the most part when it comes to it. And I'm gonna throw the crystals down as I talk about the spread. So we're going to be doing a light and shadow energy for the year. We'll talk about a theme. We'll do some unknown factors, opportunities. We're going to talk about lessons that you need to learn this year, career, money, love, relationships, health, and some spirit messages for you. So I will definitely let you know when I spread them out and do the read. Yes, so that's what I have. So I'm going to throw the crystals underneath and then I will tell you. Perfect. All right, so I don't know if you guys can see this pile, but this is pile number 1. This is the True Black Tarot by Arthur Wang with the peach quartz crystal. Pile number 2 is going to be the, oh god, the name is like slipping my mind. The, it's the Moon Tarot, I believe, by Danielle Noel. This is going to be the Wild and Unknown by Kim Kranz. And I forgot to tell you guys that this is a diamond. So yes, a diamond. This is going to be obsidian, so pile number 2. It is a Mercury retrograde right now. Like, literally, Mercury's in retrograde, so sorry if there's any issues, but I'm like, oh my god, my mind is like scattered in the Mars and Gemini retrograde, so I'm all over the place. But, so yes, pile number 2, Moon Tarot, Danielle Noel, diamond. Pile number 3, The Wild Unknown by Kim Kranz with the obsidian crystal. Pile number 4 is the Sugar Skull Tarot with the carnelian crystal. Pile number 5 is going to be the Mystic Mondays Tarot with the Angel Aura crystal. Pile number 6 is going to be the Shadowscapes Tarot with the opalite crystal. I will also be pulling an affirmation card for you for the year at the end of your read, and I will also be pulling charms as well for you guys for signs that you need to look out for the year. So big juicy read for you guys today. I'm going to leave this for a few seconds so that way you guys can go ahead and choose your pile. And so yes, I'll leave it there. All right, guys, here we go. All right, guys, you've chosen pile number 1, the True Black Tarot with the peach quartz crystal. I'm gonna put it right over here in the corner next to the good old wine corks that I have over there. So if you guys did not listen to the introduction, I highly suggest listening to it. I talk about the spread that I'm going to be doing for you today. Also gives you a little bit of an update as well. If not, completely cool. It's just going to be a light and a shadow side, and we're going to talk about career, money, love, relationships, health, spirit messages, your themes, versus a light and shadow side. So there is that. So yes, perfect. So I'm going to shuffle these through, and we will get to your messages here. All right, pile number 1, what's going on for you in the year of 2023? What do we need to know? The cards are shuffling fairly easy, so that tells me that you guys, your energy is kind of smooth. I feel like that you guys have been really rejuvenated, refreshed. I feel like you guys maybe had gotten some I'm hearing some really great clarity in 2022, so that's really good. And also too, I forgot to say that I will also be pulling a yearly affirmation card for you and the charms as well, so that way just a nice big juicy read for you today. I'm gonna have to move these up because we need all the space that we can get today. I don't know what I'm gonna do for like the bigger cards that I have, but we will figure it out as we go. Oh no, I don't know if it's gonna fit. Womp womp womp. All right. Okay. All right. So we're gonna try and make this fit. I don't know how it's gonna work, but we're gonna do it. All right. Okay. I need 4 of these. Okay, okay. I always like to flip these over last, so we will do career, money, health, this one's not even, I'm gonna have to stack them. Sorry guys, I don't have enough room. Should have thought this through before I decided to do this, but let's do this. Your relationships. I can always kind of like push these up. All right, sorry for the delay guys, but I also feel that you guys are kind of like no problem, no reasoning to apologize. I feel like some of you guys are earth signs, sun, moon, or rising. Like there's a very nice steady feminine pace here. And yeah, what's up for pile number 1's relationships this year? All right, perfect. I feel like some of you guys had a really rough 2022. That you guys, like, you felt like you were going through the ringer. And 2022 is like you're really ready to release and move forward with new beginnings here. So yeah, Spirit is even telling me that you feel like that. It's almost as if, I don't know, this is the best example that I can give. That you guys feel like you gave birth, and like, and that feeling after. I've never had kids, but that feeling of that relief, or even if you've gotten a tattoo and the needle gets taken out of your skin, and there's that slow feeling of healing, and you can finally rest after a long period of creating something or going through something, where there's that final rest and peace, and that's how you feel 2022 was, and now you're ready to move into 2023 with like a good head on your shoulders. I feel like you guys really learned a lot as well, lessons wise, especially with the retrogrades. It really brought a lot of change. So this is going to be the light side. This is going to be the shadow side, your spirit lessons, career, money, relationships, health, and your spirit message too. So let's start off with the light and shadow sides of us all. So I always like to explain this as the light is the part that we, I don't want to say aim to be in, but the light side of the happiness, the things that are brought to light in the darkness, the part that find that balance where we heal, where the shadow is all about the darker energies and the emotions that we don't like to feel, that we kind of run from, and accepting that we are both to create this duality. Based off of I call it the law of opposites. It's not what it's really called, but I think it's different names. So this is where we're going to talk about light and dark themes this year, and combining the two as I read these, so that way you can learn to find that balance in between both. And so for the light side this year, you guys are really going to be, well, let me do the patterning. You know, Demi, that would be really great if you did that first. But, so we have the King of Wands reversed. I have the Queen of Cups upright. I have a King of Pentacles upright. We have the Six of Cups. We also have the, this is, I think, the Eight of Swords. This is the Devil reverse, and then we also have the Hermit reverse. So you guys we have two major arcana cards in here. We have a lot of court cards. We have a lot of people here too. So you guys are really people oriented. I'm hearing Aquarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Also as well, we have fire, water, earth, earth, and air. So definitely a lot of water and a lot of earth here. So you guys can either have those as your sun, moon, or risings, but I do feel that you're going to be around a lot of people this year. Earth talks about money and finances. Water talks about our relationships. So this is, yeah, we have a couple kings. So you guys may be dealing with some mature masculine energies this year, some feminine energies, but also a lot of disconnection from relationships, and realizing toxic relationships that no longer fit after coming out of a period of time where there may a lot of soul introspection and past relationships. So yeah, your relationships this year are going to be a very, very big focus for you. We have an 8, a 6. The Devil comes out to that's number 15, I believe. So that is going to come out to 6. So once again, 6s, relationships, high, how do I put this? High frequencies and higher resonancy and relationships, higher forms of love. So yes, this is going to be a very, very relationship focused year. So the theme for the light this year is going to be the King of Wands, King of Wands reverse, and I'm going to pull this up so that way you guys can see it, okay? So here we are, right? You're going to see that there are a lot of people this year where there's a lot of control. And it's going to cause for you to look at yourself in a way of self-reflecting. In the case of you stepping into being this leader, stepping into being the King of Wands, and seeing that maybe that you need to take more control of your life. You need to build your own legacy. You need to stop being the follower and be the one that creates a new pathway for you to move forward here. Because I feel like with your relationships and seeing all of these cards here so far, that you were somebody, I don't want to be like you're a follower as if it's a negative thing, but I feel that you like to go with the group, or you kind of are used to working in a group while you're making other people's dreams, and maybe this is how you feel, that you're making other people's dreams come true, or you're making a company's dream come true, and you're not making your own dreams come true when you wish to be the top dog, whether even that's the top dog of the company or the top dog of your life. Essentially, that's what Spirit is saying to me. So you're going to see that, you know, the light aspects of seeing a lot of people who learning from managers or father figures or so-called mature masculine energies, and seeing through the light and shadow sides of both of these people, of what it is that you're looking for this year, of what you're striving to be, who will guide you, who will lead you. But Spirit is saying to you, this year is going to be a big year for you in a good way to step up to be the leader that you need to be. The dark theme this year is going to be the Eight of Swords. So this has to do with all of your mind and where you put yourself in your mental trap, like where you cause your limiting beliefs to leave you trapped in your mindset here. And Spirit is saying to you to work through these two is to really see what is it that you believe about yourself. Really learning this year through your mental thoughts and processes, and how you keep yourself in the dark, and not, I'm hearing blaming. Spirit is saying not to blame others for the things that it is. And I also see once again that this is also something in the shadow energies where it kind of gets you angry with partnerships as well, that, you know, maybe like I don't know why, but this is maybe confirmation for somebody that kickball, when you were younger, childhood thing, that you were always chosen last for kickball, or you were chosen last for a sports team, or you never made the cut, and it was always somebody else that was chosen over you in regards to your work, and to regards of being I don't want to say stupid like mentally, but like logically, like when it comes to intellectual smarts in school. So I see that this is really causing a lot of anger and jealousy, and really working through that this year so you could step up to be the leader that you need to be, and you can release all of these negative energies that are coming through in your own mind, because it's almost, I'm hearing you're your own worst enemy. And I think you're going to learn that this year, that you're going to be your own worst enemy, and that it wasn't the other people at the end of the year that were really at the end of this year, seeing that it wasn't the people that were holding you back. And I'm hearing this because you just couldn't say no, or you just couldn't say no, like, I'm not doing this, or kind of just gently stepping away and not being a part of that. An opportunity on the light side of this is going to be the Queen of Cups. So you may be getting close with somebody who really understands emotional stability and emotional support. You may be sitting down, going to therapy to sit and talk about your relationships with other people, your one-to-one relationships, or sitting down. I'm even seeing with this card a mediated group. And I'm even hearing for some masculines that you may be finding a partner or somebody, a motherly, mature figure who really embodies this emotional support that you need. Like, and that's what the Queen of Cups is all about. Emotional stability, emotional psychic abilities as well. So if you're into spirituality, you may be having a opportunity for some to sit down and have a read with somebody who's really in tune with their spiritual self and learning. But the thing is, I'm looking at these two fish at the bottom. I think they're koi fish, but this is also telling me that there are some dark energies around you, and maybe you were in a relationship, and this is for some too, for some masculines or anybody really. If it resonates, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. It's a general read. But there may be a third party situation. I think that some of you may actually like somebody who's really emotionally mature. They're really beautiful. You maybe see them on social media. You hang out every once in a blue moon. You see them every few months. But seeing that there's a third party situation involved with this person, or that this person actually doesn't, I hate to say it like this, but like you. They like somebody else, and they have their eyes set on somebody else, and they don't see you for who you are. So that's just for a select few. If you're single or whatnot, or even if you're married in a third party situation, whatever that may be. I always say there's no judgment here. I'm not going to condone anything, not going to, but whatever the situation is, but an opportunity for you to maybe even grow close with somebody emotionally, grow closer with your mother. Somebody who is a very mature, attractive, feminine, emotional, stable person will really help you out, maybe even with business ventures, but I see more of a mediation. That's what I see more of. Opportunity is going to be brought to you on the dark side and the shadow side. Here is the Devil reverse. You're going to see that, oh, oof, there's a lot of nasty, triggering, bad habits that are going to need to come up this year with the Devil reverse. Once again, third-party situation. I feel that some of you guys may be in a serious committed relationship. Maybe there was a third-party situation, cheating, or spending too much time at work, whatever that means for you. But realizing that you couldn't leave this relationship. That this person is pretty much, I hate to say it, we're adults here, but they got you by the balls. Or they got you, like, and you can't leave and you feel stuck, and realizing that this is toxic. And seeing that there is so much toxicity, that things that you need to let go of, and to not be tempted by the devil. To see that this person is beautiful, absolutely beautiful on the outside, but seeing that all of these people on the end, like the way that this person is on the inside, was not how you anticipated it. They put on a mask, and the thing is, you know, the mask, I feel like for you is going to come off, because this is also a reflection of you. You're out of reality. It's a complete reflection of you. So your mask is going to come off, and you're going to see that you want more of this Queen of Wands person, or not, I'm not Queen of Wands, Queen of Cups, I'm sorry. But for some, it could be the Queen of Wands. So seeing that this person that you were with was not who they were, and seeing that you're realizing that you want this Queen of Cups energy in your life, or this person, I'm hearing maybe even back in your life. Being that I have the Six of Cups down here in this read, this could be somebody from your past. So it just depends on your situation and where you're at. The unknown factor in the light side that's going on kind of behind the scenes is the King of Pentacles. So upright. Spirit is, for some of you, if you're feminine, depending on who you are, Spirit is trying to get you to be more closer and make relationships with people with the King of Pentacles. I feel like for some of my feminines, you want a masculine that can provide, that they're stable, that they're patient. But also I feel like for some of you, they're trying to get you to embody this more in your everyday life. And the reason why that this is happening, you're wondering why things have happened the way that they have, Spirit is trying to put you on the path so that way you can maybe make friends with business owners, network, so that way you can have more money. Things are falling away so that way you can have more abundance. I feel like for some of you, you want a romantic partner that can embody this. Well, guess what? You have to clear the slate of all the old, I hate to say it, schmucks that have been there, or people that don't fit with that use you, that abuse you, and with this devil energy, that have shown you toxicity, and you want healthy, well, you got to clear it out. You want more money, you have to do the healing and go through the process of trusting, I guess I'm going to say, Spirit, and trusting yourself ultimately. And that might be a little bit triggering for you, but that's a good thing. Like, this is something good that's Spirit's trying to get you to move forward so that you can meet somebody like that and for you to work through it. On the dark side, the shadow side, that there's some things going on behind the scenes, is you guys this year really may be hermiting. I'm hermiting. This is the Hermit. Really, guys, you guys put yourself in a cave. You got a Virgo sun, moon, or rising. I'm even hearing possibly even a stellium. You guys have put yourself, or you were born on a Virgo, full moon in Virgo. The thing is, you guys hermit yourself away. You guys put yourself in a cave. You haven't stepped foot outside of your house. You don't like to step outside of your house. You really put yourself in the cave, and you keep doing soul searching, and you're finding that in this way that you feel like you're stuck at home and not moving. But Spirit is saying to you that with this duality here, you're gonna see that you're gonna be stepping outside of your home. And I feel like you guys only go to work you this year. Like, I feel like you guys, even where you're at in your personality, you don't like to step foot outside your house. And Spirit is saying to you, you know, you can't stay stuck forever. How do you anticipate to lead people or step into this if you're stuck at home with this toxic family, or you're stuck at home with this toxic relationship unit, and you're stuck in your own mind? So I think you're going to see this year that you may be spending a lot of time by yourself. You're realizing it's a wound that you have to take care of so that you can kind of clear out some of the karma and move forward, and that you keep trying to find your purpose. But this is where Spirit is saying to you that this year and where you're at right now is you keep plummeting down, 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 refining, soul searching, and you keep searching and searching and searching for what it is that you want. But Spirit says, have you tried any of those things? Have you tried any of those little things that you have soul searched and you're like, no, 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 no. I'm hearing don't knock it until you try it. So the thing is, if you're not interested in whatever aspect this is of your life. But they're saying to you now, something behind the scenes, they're trying to get you to move out, like maybe literally, or from where you're at, or they're trying to get you to move and stop sitting in a cave and sitting in a depressive state and not going out and not seeing the sunlight and all of these things. So Spirit's trying to get you to get up and move forward with that, but you have to deal with the triggers and the wounds that have come from this. Lessons that need to be learned as a bridge gap between the two is the Six of Cups. So these are wounds from childhood. These are people from your past. Things are going to keep resurfacing in a circle here, because that's what it is. It cycles until we break the cycle, until we make a different choice, until we heal what is not causing us to step into that. And Lessons from Spirit is giving. You guys want to, maybe for some of you, you want to meet your partner, you want to have a family. Well, you're going through all of this to help you get there. And I feel like that some of you guys really want to provide, you want to give to your kids. You may want to have kids and have this family and be able to give, but Spirit is going to be honest with you, and this might be a little bit triggering. You guys need to give more to others. You need to open up your heart a little bit and give to others. And I know it's hard, and I just kind of went through this and realizing all of 2022, because I was so mad at so many people and I was hurt that I wasn't keeping my heart open, and I wasn't giving, and I wasn't stepping into this, emotional energy of just giving. And so Spirit is saying give, because what you give back is what you receive. So if you're not going to give anything, you're not going to get anything back. If you're not going to be giving because you want to give, it's going to cause some problems, and it's going to cause you to see that there's not much going on and you're not getting much back from others. So yeah, we got some childhood wounds and lessons that you're going to be learning from this year. So in regards to your career, we have Iron. And I will say with this particular deck, I haven't fully learned this deck yet, but it called out to me to be used today. So I'm going to pull this up and read it really quickly. But in regards to your career, I feel like this is giving me, I'm going to read it intuitively as well, either way. But this is giving me, there's a Mars symbol here, and Tower vibes. And I'm just being honest and upfront with that. I feel like there's going to be a lot of change and disruption in your career, like a massive change that you're not really going to be aware of. And I also feel that your work is going to be in a very masculine energy and a shadow side on the Mars energy. I feel like there may be this person in your, like we talked about earlier with the King of Wands reversed, that this might be your boss or somebody who is really, or maybe a change in management, whatever that change is, whether it's a change in management of somebody coming in who's more masculine and you're used to a feminine energy, whatever the case may be though, there's going to be change. So even too, this is talking about reliability. Iron is a very stable, sturdy, and just a reliable element. And so what this is saying is you're going to see that you need reliability and stability within your career. And I feel like you guys have been maybe in the same career for a while, because Iron, it seems like nothing really happens to it weather-wise. Like nothing really can hit Iron that much, and it says it can stand great pressure. So I feel like you guys are going to see that you're under a lot of pressure. I feel like you guys may be asked to be doing more this year, seeing that you might need to take on a more masculine energy when you want to be more in a feminine energy, or vice versa. You're used to being in a feminine energy and they're calling you to be more masculine, and it's not fitting with you. But seeing that there's going to be change and stability with you in your career, and where you need to make those changes. And I feel like that you're going to feel that you've had enough. Like you've gotten fed up with how things are. You may need to make a change, but I feel like you may not know which way to go for that change. In regards to your money, we have synchronicities and the diamonds. Ooh. So what I'm picking up for this is I'm seeing, this is beautiful. This is absolutely beautiful. If you see signs to make more money somewhere, I see that this is going to be a really easy year for you with money when it comes to spending and receiving. You guys know how to balance money. You guys know, like, when a dollar sign hits, like, you know, like, the signs. And the sign that they're giving me is, for example, I own a business, so I know that when somebody needs a read or something like that, like I told you, I know that, you know, I need to take that opportunity to make money, whether it's doing makeup or doing a read for somebody, or even my mom asked me to watch our dogs and I made money, like, so those kind of things I got paid. So you guys know how to spend money. You know your relationship with money. I see that you're going to see signs. I feel that there's going to be times where you don't have a lot of money, but then you do have a lot of money. And it's a really even flow balance of putting away money. And I think that this is your key to abundance. Spirit saying to you, keep on that path of, you know, and I feel that you are working towards a certain money goal this year, where you're trying to maybe save up to buy like a diamond, maybe you're going to get engaged, or whatever the case may be. Like if you're saving up for a nice piece of jewelry or an actual diamond, whatever the case may be, right? You guys with your money, phenomenal. Money's going to come in, money's going to come out, you're going to spend it to receive more, and you're going to put some away. So your money balance is going to be perfect, and you may see some signs to make some more money. So absolutely beautiful. Your relationships, we have passion. Try something you've never done before. So I feel that your relationships this year, and what I'm seeing is there's going to be passionless relationships. And I hate to say it, maybe even passionless sex. This is showing me that in your romantic relationships, either way, you don't feel a lot of passion, not a lot of drive, and not a lot of the same energy, high vibe energy that you give to somebody else, that they don't give it back to you. And I think that you guys need to open up a little bit more in your relationships this year. And seeing that what will happen is you need to open up and try things that you haven't done before, give a little bit more, step out of your comfort zone. If you're single, I feel like that you're definitely going to need to do this. You're definitely going to need to open up and see that and realize that your relationships are passionless. You're having sex with people or being with people who don't have the same passions as you, or they don't have a passion or drive for life, which is really big. If you're married, in a serious relationship, I just see that once again you guys may be trying to expand more different things in the bedroom to keep your relationship alive, but seeing that there needs to be once again some more passion in that, and maybe a new found passion in your relationships. If you're not looking to date, and if you're just kind of in a spot where things are not really doing, I think you guys are going to maybe meet some people through trying out different hobbies and different passions as well. I think that I see like painting, pottery painting, or just going out, maybe doing like a wine painting thing. You may meet somebody and just kind of hit it off and start talking, but going out and being passionate and doing your passions to meet new people, I think that'll be really great for you. Let's talk about your health. We have summer. So you guys, your health is thriving this year. I feel like you guys are going to be healthy. Summer is like the season where things are at its best. It's blooming. Everything's alive. Everything's great. I do see the heart space in this particular thing. This is like reminds me of the heart space and the lungs, so you guys may need to focus on your heart space a lot more this year. I'm even seeing blood, so like a drop of blood or like period blood. I'm even seeing that you guys may have some more nosebleeds more than normal, or even like menstrual cycle, there might be a little bit more bleeding and shedding than normal, but it's going to show good signs of health. I'm even seeing blood work, so you guys may be getting a little bit more blood work done. Possibly sugar levels may be a little high, so just keep those things in mind. I'm not a doctor, so everything may come true, but just keep in mind that I'm not a doctor. I'm doing this for entertainment purposes only. And last but not least for the cards, we have your spirit message, and this is the Four of Swords. You're going to see that you're going to need a lot of mental rest. I feel that there's going to be a lot of communication this year. I feel like you're going to be a very popular person this year to want to get to know, to hang out with. People are always going to be kind of like, what are you up to? I see that you're busy. I see that you're putting out stuff. I want to talk about some things. And Spirit is saying this year it is best for you to set your boundaries, and it is best for you to stay on your track for your goals. I feel that the people who you are around, they don't they're not moving towards the same place as you, but I feel like, look at this, where you have a little bit, I'm paying attention to how there's a little lily pads here. I don't want to say that people are going to want what you have, but people are going to see that you're thriving more, I can say. See that you have a little bit more and you're working towards a goal, and I feel like people are going to want to kind of get a piece of the pie and kind of be like, hey, how did you do this? Hey, I kind of need some help. Hey, I see that you're really doing well. And you're kind of going to be like, oh my God, like, I need to take some time to myself. Spirit saying, take that mental rest. Learn to shut your mind off. There's going to be periods of the day and times where it's a lot of high vibrational energies coming at you. And you're definitely going to need to really recalibrate and reset yourself. And Spirit saying, just keep in mind your goals this year. That will keep you in alignment with where you're going and not getting caught up with all the extra people with that. Let's do your charms, and then I will pull your affirmation. So some signs that you need to look for this year. Okay. I have the AIDS ribbon, heart disease ribbon, depending on how you take it. This was given to me, so it was more of AIDS awareness. So you guys, definitely some signs that you need to pay attention to is anybody that you're sexually active with, like, you need to, I hate to say it, you need to wear a condom, like, and do all those things. Not that I'm saying you're gonna get anything, but my whole point is you need to be safe, you need to practice heart health, and you also need to practice signs of, if you notice that there are people who don't have your best interests at heart, or they don't resonate with you, or they're trying to get you to do things that you don't want to do, those people are not for you. It's one thing if they ask you a question, do you want to eat this? And you're like, no. And like, are you sure you don't want any food? No. Like, they're not saying about that. It's more like on a deeper issue with this. Another sign is that you need to take some TLC, so tender love and care. What were we just talking about? Some signs that you need to look out for is that when you need to take care of yourself, you need to take care of yourself. Like, this is going to be very prominent. It's Virgo energy, so take care of yourself this year. Also skincare, like, this is a Drunk Elephant pin from the brand, skincare brand Drunk Elephants. Maybe you may need to have some, like, if you notice issues with your skin, it's time for you to take care of that, go to the doctor, etc. So you know what that means. I have the Sephorian Communities Inspiration. So I feel like this is more along the lines of a community. I feel like if you're going to be asked to be in a community, and signs that you need to look out for, if you've been looking out for a group, I feel that this might be it for you. So definitely look into some signs as like a group that may need some help. You might be able to make some money there. I have Slightly Bitter. So there are going to be some signs that you need to look out for, or things that you need to look out for, are people who are bitter about your success, or bitter about things that you decide to sit down and talk with them about. Like, let's just say that you stand in this mature energy and somebody kind of pissed you off, and you sat down and you said to them, hey, like, I really don't like what you did here. I really don't like the way that you're treating me. Spirit is saying that you need to pay attention to the signs of people who are bitter about, like, life, bitter about things and how they go with other people. Drama, they're saying if they put a sour taste in your mouth, these people are not for you. They're just going to be energy vampires and kind of pretty much suck you dry. Hate to say it like that. So keep that in mind. I also have I'm Very Tired. People who drain your energy are another things, but also I feel it this year for some signs for you guys that you may be very tired at different periods of time in your throughout the year, and that you're gonna need to maybe take some rest with this Hermit card here. Take some time away. So Spirit is saying to you once again, two different messages. Take some time to yourself. But if you also have people who don't show up, or people who are so tired that they can't get out of bed to kind of meet you for their plans, like, I don't want to say cancel plans, but if it's like constant, oh, I can't make it, I'm so tired, I don't feel well, like, send them love and light their way, but it's kind of like, this person isn't for you. I feel like there's going to be people who are energy vampires once again, trying to get a piece of the pie, trying to manipulate situations and try and get it. And I think that you're very aware. I'm hearing of some people who are like, I think that kind of light bulb just went off in your head where you're like, yeah, this person has kind of canceled on me so many times and they don't show up for our friendship, and I'm kind of over it. So might be releasing some friendships this year. Other signs is shit happens. So there's going to be some things that are just out of your control. And if you feel that there are things that they're just kind of like things are spiraling out of control, you can't hold on to it and keep it going where it is, Spirit is saying to you, it's just time to let it go. And also that, you know, you can't control the situation. I do see for some of you guys, you may be starting to eat a little bit more healthier or growing your own foods and things like that, or eating more foods from the earth, because I feel like I see you guys going to the bathroom a lot. And I hate to say it more, but like actually like shitting more, and releasing a lot of toxins in the body. So interesting for you guys. Last but not least, your affirmation for the year is going to be, you got 2. Look at that, fancy smancy. I am thoughtful and I am empowered. So keep these two affirmations in mind as you're going throughout your year, so that you are empowered to make change. I am thoughtful. I am caring of other people. I am giving. I am a thoughtful person. So those things, keep those mentalities throughout your mind throughout the year, okay? So I hope this read resonated with you. Oh, I almost forgot the peach quartz crystal. So this is all about with nightmares, I heard, or I read. And this is also all about the sacral chakra and our passion, our drives, our emotions. So definitely use this to help unblock some emotions. Sacral chakra, once again, is all about the relationships we hold as well. So I highly suggest going and picking some up. And this is also great for the high heart chakra too, to open up your heart, to heal your heart, to also help with significant change as you go through and heal and make those changes. So yes. Also, last but not least, I normally don't go through with this, but Spirit is saying take those steps that you need to make more money. I feel like you guys are like have a direct path. That's like a direct path of where you think that you should be going. And they're saying keep along that path. That's really going to bring you some abundance and some money. I really feel it. So don't steer off the path. They're saying make the changes and just move forward, okay? So until next time, my friends, namaste. Guys, pile number 2, you've chosen the Moon Tarot with the diamond crystal here. So I'm going to put it over here. And we will start shuffling the decks through. So if you guys have missed the introduction, I highly suggest going back to it just to take a look about what the spread's about, but I will quickly go through my spiel here. So even too, it's a general read, so if I talk anything about health issues and things like that, just know that it's just for entertainment purposes only. We talked about the masculine and feminine in the beginning. I use she for the feminine and he for the masculine. Each side will have a light and a dark side, or shadow side, I should say. And the light side is all about what we aim to be, the positive aspect of things, the healed version of ourselves, the love that we give, the parts of us that are in alignment, where the shadow is also illuminated, and it's more of showing us the darker emotions that we need to work on throughout the year that will really help us combine. And when you combine the two, because it's a duality sign of I call it the law of opposites, it really shows us the things that need to come up, and we can't live with one without the other. So we'll do spirit messages too, career, money, health, relationships, and we will go from there. So you guys are similar to pile number 1, very clean cut thing. So what do you guys need to know for what's it called? I'm like, for 2023, what's your year gonna look like? Alright, no cards fell off the deck, so no messages from Spirit this time. I'm kind of running out of room. I'm gonna move the things here. Oh, I also forgot too. I'm gonna be pulling charms for you guys for signs that you need to see this year, and also affirmation for you for the year as well. So let's start with the light side here. We have Moonchild. We also have Three of Swords upright. I'm like, oh no. Death upright. Oh, I'm like already feeling for you, pile number 2. For the shadow side, we have the Ace of Wands upright. So we got a lot of upright signs. Wow, you guys. You see me shuffling these. The Sun. Okay. The Ace of Swords upright. Okay, so a lot of new beginnings and opening up. Okay, and your lessons to be learned this year. Oh, and your spirit messages. Okay. So, okay. I'm like, oh no. Oh no. I'm sorry. I can already just feel the energies as they are. Let me pull these cards here. Whoops. What is going on for career, money, and health? Pile number 2 for 2023. I like to flip these over last. So career, money, health. Well, these actually flipped out, so we will do these. I'll actually just read them now. And then I'll put them back. You guys are the first pile that actually has gotten some things here. So, and your relationships. And as I like go through, I'll flip them up and put them up at the thing. So, okay. Alrighty, pile number 2. Let's see what messages that Spirit has for you. And I'm gonna put these here so that way I can just grab them when I'm ready. Like I said, not a lot of room here. I keep saying that, so maybe you guys feel like you don't have a lot of room in your home or your space, like you have a lot of excess things that you need to get rid of. And maybe there's like a closet, maybe there is a I don't want to say a dead relative, but maybe you have some of their things in your house that needs to get rid of and you're waiting on somebody to come pick them up. I'm picking that up as well. And seeing that maybe you have had, and I'm sorry if this is the case, that there may have been a spouse or a father that has recently passed, and you have to get rid of their things. And it's kind of hard to kind of do that. So I'm sorry if that is the case, because we have death here. I have the Emperor, we have the Sun, we have Moonchild, and the Three of Swords, and so there could be a literal death and change that you're dealing with this year, or have. I'm feeling like this person recently passed, so it may have been, even it could be just like, in fresh I can mean even a year, because it takes a while for people to heal after death. So this could be definitely some change, because I even have the Four of Wands reversed here. So I'm going to go through with these cards first, so that way we can see what Spirit messages Spirit wants you to know. So we have Jupiter, the Void, and we have the Great Serpent. And so what happens is, with the Great Serpent, is this snake continues to eat itself continually, showing that things are always ending and everlasting. And so what this means is, Spirit is saying they want you to understand that I don't want to scare you and it might freak you out like a little bit, but a lot of things just never end. Death is just the beginning of something. When something ends, new things begin, and this could even symbolize karmic experiences where we keep going through changes. But I also feel like you guys keep eating your own tail. You feel like you keep going around in circles, which is even more hilarious. There's diamonds on here as well, which is the stone that you guys picked, the stone that's with us. And even too, I'm hearing the song Incubus, I believe it's called Diamonds, and the lyrics go, diamonds always start as coal, and they change under pressure to be created, to be at this, like, I don't want to say quote unquote perfect stage, but to be turned into something. And so because we have the void and we have Jupiter here, this is telling me that you guys are looking to expand, but you guys feel like you're stuck. And I feel like you guys have been going through some money issues recently, where it's like you realize that you only have maybe a couple cents or a couple things to your name, but Spirit saying it's time for you to manifest. It's time for you to realize that, you know, I don't want to say this in a negative way, but you guys are the culprit of all the things that are happening in your life. Like, they're saying to you that you want all these good things to come and all these great things to happen, but you need to have more faith. Spirit's saying that, like, rainbows are a sign of hope, and we have 2 rainbows here. This is a sign that you need to have more hope and that you need to step into it. And I know it can be hard at times. I feel like your energy is really low, but Spirit is saying to you that new endings and things and new beginnings, they happen, and which is kind of ironic. I guess this sign is a symbol big time, because when I was reading more up on the diamond, it told me that diamonds are symbols of eternal love. Diamonds are a sign of, like, a stone of love, and also a sign of stability, of being like a durable stone and being changed under pressure. And it's also symbolized as new beginnings. So if you think about it, when you get engaged to somebody, they give you diamonds. It's a whole new start to your relationship. You give each other a wedding band, whether it has diamonds on it or not. There's new beginnings. And so even too, I've been gifted diamonds as like a graduation gift. So things like that, we tend to buy ourselves nice things, like when changes or significant changes happens, and there's death and there's rebirth. And so I see the phoenix. And so Spirit is saying to you for expansion, because Jupiter is rules the sign of Sagittarius, vice versa. It really shows us the energies that we need to embody. So this is expansion, this is money, this is really opening up to seeing that you can create anything and make anything and change anything if you just put your mind to it. And Spirit wants you to know that, you know, you're not as, like, I don't want to say broke as you think, but you don't have as less as you think that you do. And I think that you guys sit and, like, wander at times and, like, in your own space, where you're kind of, like, zoned out in space and looking at all the things that you have, wondering if it's worth anything. Am I worth anything? And Spirit's saying, of course, like, yes, like, you have all of these things, right? So let's hop into the reading. I'm going to do the patterning. So we have the Moonchild, which is a major arcana card, doesn't have a number. We have 3. We have Death, which is 4. We have another 4. We have another ace. We have 2 aces, which is beginning. So we have a Death, beginning. The Sun is number 19, so that equals out to 10. That's cycles of completion, which equals out to 1. And then we have 4. So we have a lot of 4s. We have a couple aces. We have the Moonchild, I take as Aether, as the, or even water, it can be, depending on it. So we'll do both. But we have the water and the Aether, the swords, water, well, swords is air, water, fire, air, fire, and fire. So you guys may have a fire, sun, moon, or rising. That's Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. And being that we have a lot of this, I feel that this particular pile, you have had issues with your father that you are resolving. Issues with the father figure, or whether it's a boss, but I feel like it's like a father to child thing. I feel like your father was super masculine, and you guys are more spiritual. You're more of that feminine, and this person either wanted, like, I hate to say it like this, maybe wanted you to be a son, maybe wanted you to be a more masculine, and maybe tried to change you into a son, or tried to make you do these things. But you're more into, like, the spiritual aspects of life, and maybe you're realizing it's time for you to step up into this and be more open, being a part of a community, sharing your truths, sharing all these different things, and realizing that you were so different from your family. And I feel like this year is really going to be the year for you to do some heavy cleaning out of the closets, getting rid of things that don't serve you, stepping up into a whole new way of living. But there's a lot of emotional baggage and things that need to come out of the closet. So let's start off with the theme for you this year, which is great, Moonchild, right? This is in the light aspect on this side. This is the shadow. the light aspect is showing me that you guys are really going to be getting into your spirituality. You're going to be realizing that you have psychic abilities. Maybe you want to be more psychic. You want to be more like of a Wiccan, or be of that religions and honor the earth and practice witchcraft and do all of those things and be more in your feminine energy. And you're going to see that this is going to be a major theme for you this year, where you're like, I want to be this. I want to do this. I want to be this person that I always thought that I was meant to be. I want to be that quote unquote, maybe like, I hate to say, a goofball that my parents have made me out to be because I liked all this stuff. And so what the shadow theme that you guys are going to see this year is, on the darker side of things, is the Ace of Wands. Why is it that you guys, like, I feel like it's a drive where two different things for two different people. You may feel that you don't have a lot of drive and a lot of passion to keep you going, or you have so much drive and passion that maybe a masculine figure or something like keeps you from doing these things, or you feel it keeps you from doing these things. And it's like you're afraid of what other people will think if you go ahead and make these changes and really step into who it is that you truly are. And it's a lot of, you know, pain and suffering, and seeing that these things are not how they are. And seeing, though, I think in the shadow aspect is, I think if you have these great ideas of passions, and for life and hobbies and things that you want to do, but you don't do them. And seeing that you need to kind of step more into it, that why can't you take action on your passions? Why can't you start that new energy? I'm even feeling for some that you guys may want to start dating. Excuse me. I feel like, I don't know what's going on, but maybe you guys have somebody who smokes in your house. I'm choking, like, I felt like I was choking on smoke. Or there's like a lot of just like toxins in where you're at, where you work, where you live. It causes you to cough, but you guys need to definitely like sanitize out, open up a window, sanitize out your space for that. But or maybe you guys are smokers and you're getting rid of, like, trying to not cough and clear out some of that negative energy. But yes, so also for some with dating, like I was saying, I do feel that some of you want to start dating people that you like, and the shadow aspect of it is you're really picky about who it is that you do date, because you're really picky on appearances, but it's like also what looks good to society. Like you really care about what other, I don't want to say what other people think, but what other people will think of you in your relationship and how you guys look, and being like Instagram worthy, or even that your family may not like the person due to, I hate to say it, but like ethnicities and traditions and things like that. So it's a lot of things that you're going to see that you're passionate about that you don't take action on because you're kind of not necessarily ready or in a space to show who it is that you truly and authentically are. The opportunity that's going to be brought to you is the Three of Swords on the light energy, to kind of see that there are people dimming your light. And I will say the Three of Swords is one of the most heart-wrenching cards in the deck. And I will say this, I feel like somebody may try and break your heart. I feel it's going to be more of like a Cinderella situation where you're going to get ready for the ball and there's going to be people who are jealous and nasty and trying to take you down in a way of ripping things apart and whatnot. And I always have to remind everybody, there is no fairy godmother coming to save you. You got to be your own fairy godmother. So you got to bring yourself back up. But there's going to be an opportunity for you also to see that everybody else around you is that they're the same. It's almost as like they're a replica or a robot, where it's just like they're all, I hate to say it, like basic bitches. Like, I don't mean it in a negative way, but this is what people are, and you're realizing that you're different. You dress differently. You may want to dress more eccentric. I'm sensing a lot of Aquarius energy recently in the past like 2 piles, but Aquarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising, Stellium in Aquarius, all of these things, but an opportunity for you to really be brought to the light and for you to be who it is that you are, by seeing that these people were nasty to you, jealous of you, trying to bring you down so you don't get a lot of attention. But I feel it's going to be for a very good reason if your heart is broken. And I don't mean that in a good way, but I feel that it's really going to bring a positive change to your life for that reason. Another opportunity is going to be brought to you on the shadow aspect is that you need to do what makes you happy. And maybe for some of you, this might be triggering, but maybe some of you guys are, you're gay and you haven't said anything to anybody just due to, I don't want to, just being in the circumstances under which you were in, and you really want to express your love to somebody, or you've had a secret relationship or whatever the case may be, but it's more of you got to work through this sadness, this depression. Usually I would feel this if it was reversed, but it's more of you really need to see that on your shadow energy of why things this year are not making you happy. You feel that everybody else is happy. You may even be looking for a romantic partnership if you're single and seeing that they're happy themselves, and Spirit saying, you know, you have to work through that. And you're going to see that there's opportunities for you in your shadow energy that's really going to trigger you and see that, you know, you're not happy. You weren't happy. You haven't been happy. You haven't been happy for a very long time. And you're going to be pushed to heal that and move through it. What Spirit is working on behind the scenes from the light aspect of things is they're showing you here with this death card is to open up to who it is that you truly are. I feel like I'm hearing snake tattoo, that maybe you guys have wanted to get a snake tattoo, or you have one. I've maybe even seeing it on your leg. It's like a really like leg sleeve. Like maybe this is something that you've wanted to do. But this is all about transformation. Spirit has been moving you towards a place of transformation and embracing your darker energy. I feel like you guys are really great with working with your positive energy. Like, you know, like the positive aspects of each zodiac sign, but they're saying, do you know the shadow? Do you know what the underlying energies of the shadow shows you in the dark? And to transcend to the light, to find that balance. So Spirit is saying that they're trying to get you to move through change, to open up to change, embrace a Scorpio energy this year, and seeing that things do need to end so that way new things can happen. And with the for the shadow side, things that are happening is the Ace of Swords. Spirit is trying to get you to realize the truth. And I feel like people, you've had like a hovering, I'm even hearing like possible helicopter mom or helicopter parent or helicopter something, where you've been really subdued by your own family, where your light has been dimmed and your light has not been shown. And you're going to see that this year that there's a lot of things that were kept hidden, that there's a lot of things that you know the truths about that you haven't said anything about. And seeing why it is that you can't live up to your truth, and seeing that, you know, you need to live your truth, that you need to live in your own aspect of what is real and what is true for you and not for somebody else. Because we all know, like, I think that you know that the people around you, I'm even seeing particularly 3 siblings, like maybe you're a sibling of 3 people, or you have like, I'm just giving an example, like me and my sister, we live here and there's like, we have our cousins, so like it could be 2 family members and a cousin, or an aunt and uncle, like whatever the situation is. But Spirit's trying to get you to see that you need to, in your shadow energy, to get you to live your truth, and you're being triggered to see that you need to start seeing things from a clear sky perspective, not clouded, not anybody else's ideas, not what anybody else's truths are, not from the narcissists that have come your way. So that's going to be really, really big for you this year. Lessons that need to be learned as the Emperor. You guys need to stick up for yourselves. I feel like for some of you, this may not be for everybody. It's a general read, that you may have had a partner who was like very stable, mature, had a really good energy about him, provider, for my feminines, but this person was independent, they were on their own, and that this person kind of just left because you weren't in that space yet. Maybe it was a romantic relationship that was like maybe for a few months that really impacted it. It could have been a twin flame, but they're showing me that you may need to learn lessons in really finding the Emperor within you, standing up for yourself, being who it is that you truly are, providing for yourself, stepping more into the masculine energy of being able to work through your feminine, of knowing your needs and wants, to taking action on getting those. And the masculine always sticks up for the feminine, always. Like, they're always trying to stick up and take care of like their woman or their, you know, their person. And you need to do this for yourself. But also I think with like control with father figures, I feel that you may have like some lessons to learn when it comes to providing, when it comes to being this sole provider and stepping into this masculine energy and revisiting your relationships with masculine people and energies of control, of slavery, of karma and things from past lives, of working through it. So definitely keep that in mind. Let's get into the fun stuff. Your career. We have lead. And we have the Pisces symbol here. We also have Saturn. Your workplace is toxic. I hate to say it. You're going to realize that where you're at, it's toxic, and that this year I feel with your career you're going to see it's just black and white. There's no in between. There's no room for fluctuation. I'm going to read this like just fairly quickly because this is new to me. Like, I know most of the other cards, but I'm not particularly good with the metals. So this has to do with, lead's a heavy thing, and we can also get lead poisoning from things if we don't take care of ourselves in the way, or, you know, wash our hands properly and, you know, ingesting it and all those things. But this is about heavy lessons in density. I feel that things like you may be seeing that there's like, I see a paperweight, almost like there's a lot of paperwork underneath that you need to take care of. I feel that work's going to pile up. I just feel that you're going to be really busy with your career this year, and maybe also too, you have two different careers. You may have a day career and a night career. You work two jobs, or you maybe continue to work two jobs where one's completely like, I'm seeing the one that you enjoy, like maybe you're doing like something small on the side where you're like, I really want this, I want this to be my full-time job, versus your whole other career is you working in a place where it's just dark. You feel you don't get help. Seeing that lead can really make things feel heavy and grounded, and learning lessons from it. I feel that you're going to be learning a lot of heavy lessons through your career this year. And being that we had 4 major arcana cards, you're going to be learning some really, really heavy karmic and nodal lessons from a lot of things, and it's going to feel heavy this year, especially in your career. I feel you're going to see that there's a lot of weight being put on you. Money-wise, we have calcification. So, I feel like with money, and this goes with your career, I feel like for some of you, you're in a career where a lot of people have a lot more freedom to do what they want, and it bothers you, and that they kind of leave you out of things. But when I see this calcification card when it comes to money, I feel like that you have visions for your money this year. I feel like you're going to see, like almost through social media, that there's a lot of people going out and spending money on things that you want to do. And I see that you're really going to have a lot of passion and desire for what it is that you would like to do with your money. I feel that you may be spending more money on things, maybe traveling, spending more money on things that you enjoy doing outside of a lot of what you normally do. I feel like you're going to be spending money on things, though, that you wanted to spend money on, that things that you haven't, how do I put it? Haven't done but wanted to do. Things that were put on the back burner. And I also see you maybe struggling with money around, I'm going to say March a little bit, because due to overspending, I do see that this is more of a fire energy, so it definitely is more spending money over time. This could also mean, because I'm seeing something calcify, you could be hoarding away money as well, depending on your situations. I feel like your money flux is going to be very different throughout the year, especially if you're working two jobs. I feel that you may have more money at more times in your life this year, and other times where you're not going to have much. and it's going to feel very dark, and looking at other people who are doing those things. But Spirit's saying to you, you have to find balance in that, like, and seeing the things that you need. So really interesting for your money this year. But I do see you maybe spending money on travel. Your relationships, we have support. Lean on your inner circle during this time. So for those of you that are single, I see you guys really being with, you need to be with a partner who's supportive. And you may really need to find the right people and to help you work through some of the things that you're going for. And that's what Spirit is saying to you. You need to be able to find the right group of people to help you through what you need to. And especially if you're dating, I feel that you may be talking to a group of your friends more to figure out your dating needs and talking about the dates that you've been going on. Or even just finding, I'm even seeing for some that maybe if you are in a group, a small group, that you may be wanting to date somebody in the group, or seeing that, you know, your support was there all along, like kind of like a paramour only exception, realizing that the person was always there. If you are married or in a serious relationship, engaged, I see that you're really going to need to lean on your partner a little bit more, whether it's for money, but seeing that your relationship needs to be stronger. I get like this gut feeling of being stronger, and supporting each other more, and creating and building that inner circle through that. If you are not looking to date, you're not married, you're not in a thing, you're just looking to just go with the flow, have some good friends, I see that you may be building your inner circle, building steady foundational relationships, finding that stability for yourself. And really, I see that you're going to be leaning and relying on yourself a lot. And I see that you may even have some like Hermit Virgo energy in you, Sun, Moon, or Rising, where you're going to be alone, but you want to build your own empire first before you decide to kind of bring people into your home or bring people into your space, and kind of figuring out what you're going for. And Spirit is very proud of you. If that is you, and that's really, this resonates with you, Spirit is very proud of you for, I don't want to say being picky about who you bring in, but really seeing that, you know, you needed to kind of build your own stuff first. So I see that as well. Health-wise, we have breath. So this is really interesting because you guys may be, I'm going to be honest with you, I'm looking at this and seeing the COVID molecule. So you guys either have had COVID, you may have some issues with your lungs or asthma or in the past, or you may have, but I see that you're really going to need to focus on your breath, your heart space, your throat chakra, about speaking your truth. So you may have some mouth issues or some dental issues this year. Anything that has to do with the throat, I'm seeing ears popping, so you may have some issues with your ears. But definitely focusing and taking care on this. In your overall health, I see that there may be some slight issues. I hear breast cancer, so maybe this is something that you may want to get checked out. Maybe it's been coming up down the line for you. But definitely look into also too, this is what gives us life. Like, breath is what gives us our life to live. So I don't see you guys being like super, super sick. Some of you I'm hearing may possibly get COVID, but you need to take care of yourself during that time. If you do, this may causes like some money issues, but just keep that in mind, okay? But I don't see anything like super serious where you're like hospitalized and like truly not doing well. So, but focus more on your everyday breath, and this is meditation. Spirit's even saying focus on your breathing, releasing and just keeping things moving through the flow. Spirit's message to you right now is, with the Four of Wands reversed, is you need to build your own foundation here. And look at this. This could be issues with the sibling. I feel like these two are sisters. So Spirit's messages to you is, if your sister or sibling or friend, I hate to say it like this, is kind of like walking away, or somebody else is going in a different direction, that they don't see where you, like, that you're fitting in that space anymore, let them walk away. And also seeing that there are, Spirit saying, like, see these foundational shifts, like that there are some things that aren't built stable. And Spirit wants you also this year, to really celebrate your own individual wins, your own individual things, even if it's just with yourself. Celebrate it. You worked for it. You don't need other people. And I always take this card as like where she's like taking the hand and like moving the person across, like walking across the field with the head turned. I think that for some of you, like, you have people who are moving on to bigger and better, and you want people to kind of stay in your life, but Spirit is saying to you that, you know, these people are leaving for a reason, and that there's a lot of success that is happening and changes that are happening. So they're saying to you, allow the people to leave. But I feel that also too, just might be a little triggering, but I feel like you may be jealous of this person. You may be jealous of your sister, sibling, cousin, whoever it is, who's making these changes. But it's time for you to step up into these changes and make the changes and do it. And work on yourself and celebrate your own wins versus worrying about everybody else's. So that's really interesting. Let's do some charms, but they're also saying look at your family dynamic as well, and what has not been stable. Like, your family life has not been built on a stable foundation, so it's time to rebuild. I was looking for this peach quartz. I wonder where it went. It was from the last pile. I was like, where did it go? I'm going to pull some signs for you that you need to look out for this year. Alright, so pile number 1 got the same thing. The heart disease ribbon or the AIDS ribbon. And I've been saying this for everybody this year. We're adults, right? So, single, being sexually active, just be wary of, like, wear condoms and things like that. Like, I hate to say it like that, but especially if you're dating and you're trying to get to know people and things like that. Health is a thing. I'm like, I see, like, virus molecules. Just take care of yourself with that. And also your heart space. The heart disease ribbon talks about heart disease and things like that, but this is a sign for you as well, is to pay attention to your health altogether, all throughout the year, and kind of pay attention to, you could know somebody with breast cancer, or like I've seen somebody who has gone through chemo, like a teenager, so that may be something for somebody, but paying attention to your breast health as well, if you're a feminine person. Other thing is, pivot. The friend's couch, from the cafe. Something that you need to be aware of this year is the fact that I feel like you sit in it, like, and this is something that came up in a read for me, but like sitting down at an empty table and that you eat alone, and realizing that the people that you thought that were there were not going to be there. I think that you're going to see this year that these people are not going to be around as much as you think that they are, because they're going on their own separate journeys. And I feel that you guys feel that you're stuck with where you are. So Spirit is saying to you, you know, also signs that if you need to get up and move, maybe literally, do it. Or even it's time for you to create your own traditions, and this is just going to be a sign for you that it's time for you to make your own things. Or maybe there may be a sign for you that you do need to move. That maybe because you haven't been getting the support that you need and you've been supporting everybody else. It just depends on your situation. But I feel like you're going to see a sign that you've been alone. You sit at an empty table and eat, and you wait for people to come home to eat dinner with you or to talk about your day, and it's not going to be what you think that it is. And it's time for you to take an opportunity to see change. So Spirit is saying that if you realize that these people aren't home all the time, they're like, go out and do whatever it is. And if they say to you, where were you last night? Why didn't you come home late? Well, I just wanted to go out and have fun. You guys weren't really around, so I just went out and did something else. So those kind of things. Another sign that you may see is that you may be getting delivered a message. Like, I see almost like, it's not like a stork, but a bird, like kind of delivering like in Harry Potter a message. So you may be receiving some news this year about something. Also too, if you see, like, the signs that I'm seeing is if you get like little subtle hints of messages of like things that you're kind of like, like somebody says something and you're kind of like, did you just, like, and you look at somebody like, did you just see that? Or something happens and you're like, did we just notice that this happened, or we're not going to say anything? Spirit is saying take those subtle cues as like real life things and hints, and take it as as a sign or synchronicity of whatever that means to make change, seeing the truth, seeing who people really are, or really just viewing and seeing things as they are. A sign, I have somebody here. Ooh, some of you guys have somebody coming into your life this year, like dating wise. I feel that maybe some of you may be dating somebody who's a hockey player, or there is an ex for some coming back. But I see like the New York Rangers. I don't know if that means something for somebody. I remember when I was watching, there was like a really cute hockey player, and he was like really young, not my age, but so I'm seeing like a really cute looking guy who may be coming into your life. So Spirit is saying be aware of that. And also signs is hold on. I'm also seeing signs of pay attention to people who have eyes for you. I feel like people watch you a lot, and I hate to say it, and I don't mean to scare you, but people have their eyes on you this year, and be wary of the people who are paying attention to you romantically, family, and even friends who try to like keep tabs on you. I think that this is going to be important because you're going to see who's kind of like up in your business and who really isn't for you this year. Another sign is I need my space. So I feel that you guys like to sit down and have a really nice morning routine, or it's time for you to embody one. So if you have signs where you need to take some time away from people to maybe, I don't want to say stargaze, but to really be in your own energy and do your own thing, do it. Like sit down and take your space. If you get signs that, you know, you see people who are interested in space, because we also have a little blue alien here, who are interested in what you're interested in, they're saying take that as a sign, like to maybe talk to them about these things. Also next, I would even say just take your space, sit down and drink your coffee, drink your tea, and take the time like in your own mornings. Like I feel like the mornings are going to be really important and a good thing for you as a sign to kind of get your day together. So that's another thing you need to pay attention to. Especially if you're bothered in the morning. Like you need, Spirit saying like if you need to take some set time in the morning for yourself, like if it's 3 or 4 hours until you actually functionally like answer people or go out in public or do those things, they're saying take that space. So yes, that's important. So if you ever need to just take some space for a few hours, like, and you feel that you need that, that's going to be important this year. Take it. And last but not least, we will do your affirmation for this year. What is pile number 2's affirmation for this year? I am helping others. How beautiful. So in order to, Spirit saying, to attract other people who want to help and be open and share spaces and share those things that you were looking for, just say, I am helping others. I think this is going to help further you in your career. It may manifest a lot of things that you're not wanting to do to help others, but you could have a Virgo, Sun, Moon, or Rising where you really do want to help others, but know that you are helping others so that way you can receive help in return. I think that's the biggest thing for you this year, is to receive that help, to receive and be open to get what you want after you go through this change. Once again, we talked about this, so we went through the diamond stone of resilience and learning how to go through things in harsh winters and and going through all storms and going through change and resilience and love. So being open to love. So yes, I hope that this resonated with you guys, and until next time, my friends, namaste. Demi here from Atlas Vibrations. You've chosen pile number 3 with the Wild Unknown Tarot with the Obsidian Crystal. I'm gonna put it right over here. Hope that you guys didn't miss the introduction about the oh my god, the spread. So I'll go over it fairly quickly. So it's going to be a light and shadow spread with career, money, relationships, health, and some spirit messages for you for the year. I also forgot to say in the last pile and the pile before that, even though it's in the intro, about donations if you guys would like to give to the reading. Since for energy exchange, tips are always appreciated, never expected. And then also I forgot to put in there about health. It's just a general reading. You guys are the first pile that has actually gotten something there from the universe as well. So it is definitely Mercury retrograde. I'm like all over the place. I can't speak. My mind's in 50 million different places, and with a Mars retrograde. So we'll grab that too. So yes, perfect. You guys keep having cards fall out. All right. And we will go over these cards. Oh, I'm like, oh no. No, I'm just kidding. Eight of Swords upright, and we have the Knight, or the Son of Swords reversed, Knight of Swords reversed with the Seven of Wands. I hate to say it to you guys, but you guys have it in your head that, like, people are out to get you, or there is, like, a really, like, annoying energy around you. Maybe, like, a teenager, they're rowdy, and it's just, like, oh my god. And also, maybe somebody's burning something in your house. Like, you smelled, like, a candle, or, like, wood or something being burned. And also, I feel like, for some, I'm picking up that there may be somebody who, in your house, who lives with you, likes to, like, hide up in their room and, like, burn things, or doesn't really show things, like, and maybe they have some secret projects that they're doing. And I also feel there may be a teenager in your house too, or just somebody who's impulsive, they don't think, but also I feel that this may be for some other people. The message I'm picking up is that this person is trying to get at you energetically wise, that you have to protect yourself from this person, that they're always trying to see what you're doing, always trying to hang out with you, and you're like, no, I don't want to be bothered. I just don't want to be bothered. I'm not interested. I don't care. And this person's always just kind of messaging you, over talking, doesn't know when to shut up, they're loud. So yeah, those kind of things that I'm picking up on. So, because that's funny, because I just heard, like, my family members, like, downstairs, because they're watching the Mummers, because it's New Year's today, and they're watching this, or watching it, so, and they're being loud and laughing, and which is good. Hey, we like laughter, right? So this side is going to be the light side. So I have the Eight of Cups upright, I have the Seven of Swords reversed, I have the Hermit upright, the shadow side is the Tower reversed, lots of black and whites, Ace of Pentacles upright, we have the Eight of Wands reversed, and I have, for lessons this year, the Six of Pentacles reversed. Spirit message, you guys keep getting messages here. And then I also have messages from Spirit, Six of Wands upright. Okay. What else does Spirit need to tell you today? Ooh. Okay, so I have the Daughter of Wands reversed and the Four of Cups reversed. So you guys really need to rethink a relationship that is in your life right now. And Spirit is telling me that you have gotten every confirmation possible, I hate to say it like this, shown to you about this. And I feel like for some of you, you may be thinking about taking an opportunity. There may be some insecurities on your end, but I'm also feeling like you compare yourself to others as well. That's something that's going on right now, is that you're comparing yourself to other people. I think that you're shy. You may have a crush on somebody as well. This may be for somebody too. It's a generic read, so everything may or may not resonate. But you may have a crush on somebody, or you see that there's also maybe somebody in your energy field who claims to have nothing, that they're broke, but they come in with, like, the nicest bags, the Louis Vuitton like stuff, all these nice things. They present themselves well, but the appearance is not what it seems. And also too, this is another message for you, that you may need to keep your ideas to yourself, because I feel like these people who are around you maybe are trying to kind of get at and see what you're working towards, and seeing that you're kind of doing well, but Spirit is kind of pushing you aside, like, with divine intervention, to kind of really face this and review this relationship with this person in your life. I'm hearing it could be a sister, I'm hearing it could be like somebody who was like a sister, a family member, but a feminine energy, who really doesn't know, or a cousin who doesn't know how to show emotion, that they're very not in tune, like they throw temper tantrums, they don't know how to communicate very well, they're sometimes maybe they're quiet and they keep to themselves, but they also, you know, will show up with random like anger outbursts, which isn't really ideal. So yes, definitely keep that in mind. But Spirit's saying it's time to kind of recalibrate, regenerate, and really sit down and think about this relationship. And something may have happened at a nightclub, and seeing that could be confirmation for somebody as well. So definitely keep that in mind. And then I'm going to pull your other cards too. Odd that this happened, and the reason why I say this is because I just got up to lock my door so that way nobody walked in and interrupted me while I was reading, like doing this video, so I wasn't just fully interrupted. And Spirit is saying to you that maybe it's time for you to, like, this is like a confirmation and a sign that you guys may live with this person, and you need to set your space and your boundaries so that way people don't bother you. Or that you need to set more boundaries with this person, and more time and space away. We're going to be covering career, money, health, relationships, so let me pull these out. We'll flip them over at the end. And I'm going to do the patterning. So we have an 8, a 7, a 9, a 6, 6, 7, 8, 9. And we have the Tower, which is 16. It turns out to a 7. So we have 2 7s, a Pentacle, and an Ace, and an 8. So we have 2 8s, 2 7s, yeah. So this is talking about abundance. This is money. This is infinite flow. We'll also be pulling charms as signs for you for the year, and we'll do a confirmation for affirmation. I'm sorry. What do we need to know about pile number 3's relationships for the year 2023? I will flip these over as well. I just don't have a lot of space, and I said that in the last few piles. So I see also 2 major arcana cards, so you're going to be learning some lessons this year, but I just still can't get over the black and white. Okay. Energies here. I'm going to say this very kindly. I feel that you guys are not people to really feel your emotions through, because it either is what it is or it's not what it's not. Let me put it to you that way. That there is no in-between phase. And Spirit showing me that you don't really step into your emotions as much as you should to feel your way through, and this is why you're having a lot of trouble wavering between back and forth of ideas. You're a very logical person. Libra, Sun, Moon, or Rising, or you could just have an air sign, Sun, Moon, or Rising, which is Gemini and Aquarius. So Aquarius energies are coming up today. So yes, there's water, air, earth, fire. I consider that fire and water, and earth. So once again, not a lot of water cards here, barely any, but a lot of earth and a lot of what was it? There's a couple fire cards too. So this is telling me that you guys are really more about living life, enjoying your time. You're definitely somebody who's intellectual, but what I'm seeing this year for you is there's a lot of revisiting the past, and I feel Cancer energy in the sense of, but there are some reversals, and what this is telling me, there's some blocked energy that needs to be worked through. And the theme this year for you is going to be the 8 of Cups reversed, for the light side. There's going to be situations that are brought to you throughout the whole entire year that you need to learn to move on from. You're in a cycle where this year with your relationships, where you're allowing like a revolving door, allowing people to come in and out of your life whenever you feel free, they feel free to, and not moving on from the situation after it's continuously disappointed you time and time again. But with this being in the light side and with this card being reversed, it's a better sign in the way of releasing that disappointment and moving on. So I see that this is going to be feelings for you that you're going to realize, like, I need to move on from this. Even though it is what it is, I need to move on, and I need to step up, and I need to move on from it, because you have continuously allowed other people to come in and out of your life, as giving it freely as they want it to. And they didn't understand, I'm hearing, boundaries or your wants and your needs, right? So on the shadow side, the darker sides that we don't really accept about ourselves, because the light side's all about alignment, the positive things, what we want to move forward with in our life, the parts of us that we aim to strive to be in all the time, positive, but we go back to the dark because we just need to accept it, because it illuminates, the light illuminates those places, and like illuminates certain places and shows us where the dark is. And your theme for your shadow side this year is the Tower reverse. Now this is beautiful in the sense of the fact that it's not upright, but this is going to show you that there is going to be some inner stability that needs to be worked on this year, and the fact that you don't feel stable. You do not feel stable in the least one bit within who you are. This is ruled by Mars and Pluto, and I personally believe that Scorpio is ruled by both, so this is Scorpio and Mars energy for me. And I see this as, you know, revealing your anger, revealing your need for control, reviewing the fact that things need to literally, the bridge needs to be burned. If the bridge was burned, then it needs to stay burned and not rebuilt, so that way this person or these people can walk back over. Especially they're saying, if you're not the one that burned the bridge, or even if you are, why do you continue to build it back up and to allow people to come? And it's going to show that you don't have this, how do I put it, stability and a foundation, and that foundation starts with you. And I see that this year is going to be really tough for you, because you're going to see that you need to rebuild the whole foundation, and that starts with you. So I'm hearing for some, you could be going through a whole, like your Saturn return. You could, that's on March 7th, and I'll be there with you, especially if you were born with the Saturn in Pisces. So that is going into Pisces on the 7th of March. And so this is showing you where there isn't any stability at all. This is also spiritual awakening. So you guys are awakening and changing on a cellular level. So you may be having body aches and different things, maybe headaches. There's been unexpected events that have been happening to you that you don't understand why. And it will continue through the rest of this year to show you that there are just some things that are not meant, that are not stable, that weren't stable. It wasn't built stable, and it starts with the stability of you first. And this could also mean the Tower, I always see it as somewhat divine intervention, depending on the aspect of it. So there is that for your darker side of your theme for this year, is your own inner stability and awakening to be who it is that you are, and maybe accepting for some, a very slight few of you, that you are spiritual. An opportunity that's going to be brought to you on the light side is that you have been lying to yourself. And being that there is going to see that you have been strategic, or that people in your life who have lied to you, who have stolen from you, you're going to see that these people are going to continue to lie to you continuously and continuously. And seeing that you've been lying to yourself about how you really felt about it. I feel like these people would do things and you would kind of like, no, that's my family. Or no, I love this person. This, it could be a boyfriend. That's the first thing would say, no, I love this guy. I love this girl. They would never like steal from me. No, they would never like try to control and manipulate the situation through words, or they would never lie to me about that. And seeing that, or they did something like that, you caught them and you were like, nope, glanced it over. It's all going to be all right. We'll work it out. And seeing that you're gonna have an opportunity that you've been lying to yourself about how you feel about these people and the things and their lies that have stacked up for a very, very, very long time. I can tell that you guys are even fed up with it, because even how I'm saying it, I'm like, I'm fed up, and I'm like getting all, you know, worked up, and I was like, it's bothering me a little bit, to be honest with you. An opportunity is going to be brought to you on the shadow side here with the Ace of Pentacles upright, is seeing that the foundation is completely cracked. That all of the foundation has been cracked for a really long time. And seeing that there may be you may need to have a new opportunity, like a living location or a new opportunity, and the fact that on the shadow side that you need to strive more for, I'm seeing more money, a new beginning in the tangible. This could be a job change. This could be anything that you feel that you need to have a new start in within yourself. And it's deep because it's like realizing that it's been sitting at the bottom like this whole time. It's like Spirit's best like example is like you have a glass of water, and imagine putting a rock at the bottom of it, and you drink your water, the rock stays at the bottom, and you continue to drink your water, but you know that the rock will always be there, and you just pour more water or drink whatever you're drinking on top of it. That's what that is. And you're going to have an opportunity to see that the rock has always been sitting there, that there needs to be change. The rock needs to be taken out. It's maybe starting to grow moldy, pollute your water, and you need to get rid of it. And you need to see that maybe even the rock has broken the foundation of the glass. The rock is melting into the glass. So those kind of things. So that's going to be an opportunity for you. What Spirit is working on behind the scenes in regards to the light energy on your side is for you to be more in a secure space, especially within your home. More of having time to yourself, revisiting, being on your own, being alone, while still having the light turned on and people knowing that you're home, but you're just not available. I think that you guys have left yourself so open to letting others come to you that this year you're going to see that Spirit is working towards being in your own space, your own private thoughts, your own peaceful place. And they're trying to get you to move towards that so you could be in a place where you can soul search, figure out what it is that you want, so you can have your own space. And they're saying too, just because the light is on does not mean that you are available. It's the same thing with your cell phone. Just because your cell phone's on, that doesn't mean that you have to answer it. You can put it away. You have every obligation and right to not answer it. It's the same thing. And if the light's on, you don't have to answer the door. An opportunity is going to be brought to you on the shadow side is seeing what I feel like you guys maybe have wanted to travel, or you've wanted to move, or you've maybe wanted communication or somebody from your past to come back this year who you've been hoping would talk to you. And you're seeing that it's causing a lot of frustration, and what Spirit is working behind the scenes is to help you work through the frustration, to work through the triggers of why it is that you're feeling that you can't get any movement or any change, or you feel like you're stuck and not going anywhere. And I feel that you guys want to be the ringleader of your group. I feel that you guys want to have like be the head honcho, control, but Spirit is telling you to look at your places for control and why you think that being the leader or telling people what to do or having a circle that will listen to you this year is important. And they're trying to get you to work through the frustrations of the power control struggles as well, because this is Sagittarius energy reverse, and it's like we think that we know everything. We will, like, as leaders, sometimes we'll throw our people into, like, I don't want to say battle, but we will throw people out impulsively, not thinking before we do things. So you could have a Sagittarius sun, moon, or rising, depending on your placements. But this is really about frustration, why things don't go your way. And Spirit wants to bring you the opportunity to kind of work through that and move through it. The lessons that you'll be learning is through giving and receiving, through money, through people. The opportunities, who offers you the olive branch, who offers you the fruits of their labor after they've worked for it, and who's really nice and giving. I think that you're going to be learning a lot this year on how to give, how to willingly give, seeing the people who haven't given to you and who've completely taken. People who have not been, I'm seeing open to receive, so maybe you're not open to receiving a lot, and it's time for you to open up to receive. But you're also going to see that there's people who are really stingy, like they may ask you to go out or hang out, but they don't want to float the bill, or they'll ask you, be like, hey, I need an IOU, I can't afford this right now, and you're like, well, why the fuck did you come out to eat then? You know, just those kind of things, like those small things. But even knowing your worth when it comes to what money and what you want, and in your career probably as well. So let's do these. Career-wise, we have conjunction. This is a beautiful card, but I also see it as, this is like the ultimate alchemy combination of what it could be. I see within your career for some of you, I feel like you have felt so separate and pulled in your career to go in like why is this not working? Oh, two different directions. And I feel that you're trying to kind of like merge together. And the part that I'm seeing is in Fantastic Beasts. I don't know if you've seen it, where Nagini is like, she's the woman and she turns into the snake. This is what I'm seeing, is that you're trying to combine light and dark. And I see that for some of you. I feel that you're going to have this like eureka moment where you're realizing that you can combine things to make it work out and kind of move it together. And I feel that you guys will move closer and closer to a purpose or a function of where you want to be, in combination of moving through. I also see you moving through it flow. So if you are working two different jobs, I see you kind of moving in that different kind of flow to get where you need to go and to make those things happen. I feel like the universe is on your side with this, but conjunction is beautiful. It's really showing the blending of the two, alchemy and everything in balance and working together, which is absolutely beautiful. So I see within your career, you're really going to be striving for balance. I'm seeing maybe the perfect career and like a pure happiness that kind of comes along with it. So your career, I feel like you're really going to be making some changes, but also moving through flow and change in career, and it's going to be fairly very good. Money wise, we have the benevolent guide. So this is all about spirit guides. So I see you guys taking a more higher resignation frequency on manifesting money. I always see like this is like spirit here up here, and we have rainbows. So this is also about having faith and having and believing and having hope. So I also see, though, with the bee, though, this shows me that you're going to be physically working and working hard for your money this year. Spirit is saying to you, like, you're going to manifest it. Like, I feel like you're going to take a higher resonating frequency. I do see the Five of Pentacles. Maybe you guys have felt like you don't have enough money or you're out in the dark. But Spirit is even showing me that you may have to work through some limiting beliefs with money, believing that you have to work hard to achieve it, believing that you have to be like the bumblebee, constantly working and providing to do it. But they're saying to you, I think that you're going to rise up when it comes to money. You may be spending money on like paints or like watercolors. I do see spending money maybe on like, and maybe you're actually doing beekeeping. Like, I'm being realistic. Like, maybe you're doing beekeeping or taking care of animals, or I'm seeing like chicken coops. Like, maybe you guys will be spending money on animals. But that's what I'm seeing with money. But I see you guys also like kind of hoarding your money as well. Like, you're really going to hold on to it this year because you're afraid that you're going to lose it. And that has to do with that of giving and receiving and finding that infinite abundant flow of money. Relationship wise, I see obsession. Someone in this connection is gripped by obsessive thoughts. So lots of different messages. If you're single, I feel like somebody you have maybe seen or have been with before, whatever relationship it was, maybe wanting to come back, or you feel that they, like, you're feeling their energy maybe too, or maybe they're trying, it's not necessarily aggressive energy, but I feel like somebody is really going to kind of not want to let a relationship go with you, and it's kind of like, yeah, no. If you're single, I see that maybe you may be kind of getting obsessed with, how do I put this? Like, I don't feel like a major like gripping obsession where you're like, I'm obsessed with you and I want to be with you. It's more of really trying to lure people in and like really wanting to be with people that you really like in regards to a relationship that may not be the best for you and resonating with you, and trying to keep that person to stay. And once again, are being that revolving door and allowing them to come back in and out of your life as possible. As I stated before. If you're in a serious relationship, engaged, married, I really do think that your partner may be obsessing over money this year. I think that there may be some obsession about how much money you're spending or vice versa. And really maybe obsessive on a certain aspect of your relationship and trying to fix it. And you're going to be like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, what the fuck are you talking about? And it's really going to show you an aspect of them of control, and you're kind of like, where is this coming from? And they may not want to talk to you about it. If you are single and just not dating, and you don't want to be friends with, like, or you just want to be friends with people, Spirit is saying that there may be like friends who are kind of like really obsessed with trying to hang out with you, trying to talk to you, to get you to do things that maybe you once liked to do but you don't like to do anymore, and you're like, no, like, I'm not doing this anymore. And you're gonna see that these people who are keep trying to hang out with you and talk to you, you're like, no, like, I'm not really interested. And they may try and rope you into getting into hobbies and things that they like to do, and you're just like, no, like this year with your relationships, you're gonna see that people are really gonna try and like get them to, yeah, really be into what you're into and like being obsessed with it and trying to work things out. Or in these situations could be vice versa, so maybe it could be you that's obsessed about all the things that I just talked about, trying to get people to stay and maybe not wanting somebody to leave in your life. So you get the drift. Health, we have silver. Silver is the sign of the moon. So I'm not really up to date on the metals with this. Like, I'm pretty good with all the other things. So I'm gonna read this real quick. But what I'm picking up with your health is, this is talking about, I feel like, gynecological health, like a feminine health, and really taking care of yourself as well. So this is in this book they just talked about polishing silver by hand because it gets tarnished and you need to clean it. So you're going to see that there may just be some minor cuts and bruises throughout the year that you may have to take care of, being that you may have to like kind of take care of yourself. So whether that's getting like a cavity filled, a small cold that's going to leave you out for a few days, but overall generally very, very good. And like, once again, this is about the moon, so could talk about like a lot of feminine gynecological issues that need to be taken care of in regards to the sacral chakra. Because I have 4 points, this could be at 4 different times during the year that you may find that you're kind of at home. And I didn't even pay attention to this. Like, I'm not kidding. Look at the symbol right here. I just saw it. It looks like ovaries and the symbol for like a triangle for the shape of the vagina. So very interesting. This makes me pay attention to a comb. So maybe there may be some issues with your hair and shedding, so you may need to kind of keep up and see what's kind of causing your hair to kind of come out. It may be due to stress, so that's being more in that feminine energy and taking care of yourself more. Spirit's message to you right now with the 6 of Wands for this year is, you know, you need to leave your dark past behind. And for some of you, you may need to move. Like, I hate to say it, but some of you want to like stay where you're at, and maybe even like a small like area or a town. I'm even seeing maybe Batstow Village. Like, I live in New Jersey, but Batstow Village is like a really old like century like old town. And it has like a lot of the I don't even know if it's the right century. I'm not going to say it, but it's like really old, like back during like the Salem witch trials and things like that. So the homes are that old in that town, and literally Spirit saying it may be time for you to go move to a different area or to leave some of the things that you once knew behind, so you can fully like move forward with your life in a different way. And they're saying like celebrate your wins. I'm even hearing too that you guys maybe have recently gotten a promotion, or maybe you're wanting to get promoted, but they're saying to you, if you're given the opportunity to move or to go somewhere, to leave behind dark spots and places, or to go through like change within that aspect, they're saying it's time for you to take it and to really honor your achievements and celebrate yourself and getting that success. You may be seeing some success this year and a lot of recognition for how good it is that you have been and how much you've grown. So Spirit says to keep that in mind. We're going to pull some charms for some signs this year. Wow, you guys have gotten complete different charms. Alright, first one is, sometimes things just don't work out. So Spirit is saying to you, if you're seeing that you have been trying over and over and over again to make a situation work, it's just not meant for you. And it's going to be a sign for you to find something better, to move on to better things, and just move forward and just know that it's not for you and that things have just ended. This actually came out for the last pile, so I lied, but this is showing me that you may be trying to get yourself, like, a sign for you to get your health back in together. I see kneecaps, like, they're showing me mine, because my kneecaps, like, they're very, you know, finicky. So it may be a sign for you that you may need to rotate and move a little bit more and get a little bit more physically fit to move and be a little bit more mobile. For that, I'm trying to see if I pick up anything else. I keep picking up on just like a hockey player. I keep seeing this hockey player from the New York Rangers. I said it in the last pile too, but maybe it resonates for somebody here as well. Maybe you're gonna watch 2 piles, but one of the, like, I saw like a really cute hockey player. So maybe this is for somebody. But they also want you to be wary of who you date and who you allow into your life. So if you see, like, maybe it is this person who has like the big wandering eyes for you, just to pay attention to when that comes into your life to make sure that your safety is top for number 1. Other signs that you need to look out for is my head hurts. So you guys, maybe if you guys are realizing that you have a lot of headaches, it could be that your third eye and your crown is off, or you're overactive in your third eye or your crown. So definitely take some time, but also like sick people. Spirit saying don't put yourself like around like sick people. Don't be the one to be like, oh, let me come and take care of you. You need to worry about your health first. And also to the people who just cloud up your mind. Like if you're realizing like there's people who keep infiltrating your mind through negative energies, like they're saying that these people are not for you this year. Like don't let their energies like really get you, because it's, especially you guys may even be psychic, like you may need to cut the cords, because I know for me, like there's people all the time who I think about and I'm like, why am I thinking about you so much? Because you're thinking of me, and I cut the cord. So it's those kind of things. So if somebody's like clouding up your mind, like cut the cords. This could also be part of the obsessive thoughts, but I think it's just more from you cutting cords and not being in with trying to cut these relationships out this year. And this I also take as like a health symbol. So you need to pay attention to your health, especially your eyes. Like I'm paying attention to this, and your eyes are your third chakra. So if you start seeing issues with, or your third eye chakra, you definitely, or the brow, you definitely need to pay attention to your mind and your head and things like that, and paying attention to those, because it tells me that you're not connected to your spirituality, or you're not accepting where you are at in your life currently. So definitely keep an eye on that if you need to. I even see like enlargement in the eyes, because we have two things, so you may have some issues with like seeing. You may need glasses so that way you can kind of see further up. So there is that. So let's grab you an affirmation for the year. What is pile number 3's affirmation for the year of 2023? I am understanding. This fits absolutely perfect, because Spirit is saying that you need to understand, you know, that things are happening for a reason. So by you saying, I am understanding of my situation, I am understanding of the universe. This is also, I didn't pull this out from the other decks, but I'm spiritually protected, knowing that things are happening for a divine reason, knowing that things just don't work out, for better things to kind of come along. So yes, this is very, very, very good, and it resonates, like, which is awesome. So love it. You guys have chosen the pile with the onyx, or no, sorry, I lied, the obsidian crystal. This talks about protecting yourself from negative energies and setting your boundaries and like banishing out negative energies. So if you don't have it, I highly suggest going to pick some up. But that's what this crystal talks about: grounding, protective, protecting yourself, and the root chakra as well. So stay grounded, take care of yourself. And I hope that this read resonated with you. And until next time, my friends, namaste. Alrighty, guys, pile number 4. I was like, I had to think about that for a second. You guys have chosen the Sugar Skull Tarot with the carnelian crystal. I'm going to throw this over here. If you guys did not listen to the introduction, I kind of just go over a few things about the spread. So we'll be doing the light and shadow side here, and then I will be going over your career, money, health, relationships, spirit message from here. I also forgot to say in the beginning, this is a general read, so for those, but all the information may or may not resonate with you, so just take what resonates, leave what doesn't. I'm also not a health practitioner, so this is just for entertainment purposes only. And then the masculine and feminine energies, I refer to the feminine as she and the masculine as he, so just know that if anything is gender specific, I will let you know. Speaking of light and shadow aspects, so this is talking about duality. The light aspect about ourselves is the parts of the positivity, the alignment, the positive, the choices that we make to be in alignment. And then the shadow energies are going to be those energies that we don't like to face, the darker aspects, the darker emotions of jealousy, anger, resentment, all of those things. And the light shines upon the darkness, and when the light shines, it shows us dark spaces, so one cannot live without the other. So this is what this spread is all about, to tell you about your year that is coming up. We will also be pulling, I'll be pulling charms for you guys for signs for the year, and then I'll be pulling an affirmation card for you as well. So what's going on for you, pile number 4 for the year of 2023? You guys didn't get any messages, which is interesting. All right. We have, there we go. We have the King of Pentacles upright. Ooh. And this is the light side we're doing. The Knight of Wands reversed. Ooh. The Knight of Cups reversed. So you guys got a lot of people on the light side here. We have the Eight of Wands reversed. The Ace of Swords reversed. And the Chariot reversed. We also have in the middle here the Two of Swords upright. And because I don't have enough room on here, because these cards are fairly large, I'm going to stick this one here. This is your spirit message, and this is the Eight of Swords reversed. I'm just going to put it right over here for now, and then I'm going to pull the cards down here, and then I'll flip them over and put them on top as we move through there. So let's grab your cards here. What's going on for your career, money, health for 2023? I was gonna say, can I move these up a little bit? Just a little bit. These cards are like really large. All right. So I will flip those over, and then I will, well, when I get to them, and then I'll flip them on top. And then your relationships for 2023. What's going on for you guys in 2023? Sorry if you guys are listening to this with headphones. My sister's dog is barking downstairs. My furry nephew. Alright, I'll put that there. Okay, guys. So, let's do some patterning. We have a lot of court cards on this side, so this tells me that your year is going to be filled with a whole bunch of different people, all different kinds of people. So we have an 8, a 2, a 7, and an ace. So no repeating patterns, which is like for number wise, numerology wise. We have one major arcana card, and then we also have earth, fire, water, air, nice. And then we have water, air, and fire. So we definitely have some fire and water cards here. You could have fire and water signs in your sun, moon, or rising. You guys could be particularly Cancerian, because I do have the Chariot here. That's a ruled, the only major arcana card here. Picking up on that. And then I think that that's really it, though. Like, you guys had a pretty decent balance of it, but mainly the fire signs and the water here. Hmm. I'm just picking up on some messages at the moment. This is gonna be a little personal. But I'm gonna say it anyway just because this may be resonating for somebody, but and because we're adults. So, nudes. I wonder, because I'm paying attention to here, like maybe you guys sent some nudes to somebody, or OnlyFans, that could be something for somebody as well. Confirmation, don't know what that is, but I feel like I'm seeing somebody covering up themselves and not wanting to be touched. And this could be working through things of, I hate to say it, like sexual abuse. Like I said, this could be a little triggering, but I'm not going to go much further into it than that. So we'll get into the read a little bit, but there's a lot of, I'm hearing inappropriateness, a lot of inappropriate things that have happened. And these are maybe through people who are not mature, not fully developed in the frontal lobes, I'm seeing, and just a lot of energy. Like, I feel that you guys have such a vibrant energy, and a lot of negative energies are attracted to you, and you always wonder why that you get stuck with these people that aren't emotionally available, people that are like kind of, I'm hearing one night stands, or people that don't see your worth. And I'm also hearing choices made about who you're allowing into your energetic field, because I feel like you want the King of Pentacles. I feel like you want relationships, particularly romantic, a steady partner, a providing person, somebody who will show up, those kind of things, and you're kind of losing your mind about it. And this year it's really showing you, a direction that you need to take. And so the theme for you this year is the King of Pentacles. I feel like you guys on the light side are really looking to, for some, find a stable partner, find somebody who's willing to provide, once again, show up, but also to really step into this energy of being the provider, of having that stable energy, that money. Maybe even for some, I'm seeing you may want to buy land and build. Maybe for some that you're really wanting to see this year, like, in that you're going to be like pretty much, like, I hate to say it, like a working parent, that you may be a business owner, that you maybe actually really be pulling in some business, but I see you being very busy within your career this year, and maybe I said baby, and I think I can't pronounce things correctly. Mercury retrograde, will blame it on that, but that maybe you're thinking about wanting to have children with your significant other. And this is also a father figure as well. So this is a mature father figure, somebody who provides, who's stable, who's independent, those kind of things. So that may be somebody that you're focused around or around this year, who may be a big part of your life. But mainly though, I'm seeing you guys really working a lot, like being the providing, stable parent and working. And these are usually people who are business owners, or working on your own business and your own wealth and providing. The theme on the shadow side for you this year is the Eight of Wands reverse, and is, why do you, first thing is, like, why do I feel like you guys don't feel like you get what you want, or you want a manifestation to come to you really, really bad, and it's just not coming to you? And you're trying to circle around and try and get things to work out in your way. And I'm also seeing too that some of you really want to travel. And there's the theme for you that you're trying to maybe make things work. Maybe you're physically trying to move as well, and it's just not working out for you in that sense. And the fact that I'm picking up this card too. Yeah, I feel like you guys, like, in the theme too, is that it's just like these frustration, these delays that you're ready to move. I feel like a very big Sagittarius energy. You could be have a Sagittarius sun, moon, or rising. Um, and that there's things that you want. And within the shadow energy, you're really going to try and be fighting for it, trying to control the situation. You could have a Scorpio, sun, moon, or rising, and really trying to get the things that you want. And I also feel like you've manifested things, but you feel like it's like, how do I put it? It's like you shoot your arrow out, but then it just comes right back at you. Like you shoot it out into the universe, and then you feel like it just comes right back to you in the sense of you're not getting what you want. And it's like, hey, you can't have this. So you need to really work around this year on why you feel that you're not going to get the things that you want. And an opportunity that's going to be brought to you is the Knight of Wands upright. And this is how I'm sorry, reversed. And what this is telling me is you're going to realize that there's going to be an opportunity for you to, I'm hearing one night stand, so then maybe there'll be a one night stand or something where you're going to realize that you're fed up with having somebody who's flighty, playing games, who doesn't have your best interest, and seeing that there are a lot of people in your life that don't have your best interests, and that you're in a spot where you're like, I don't want to be around this person. And I feel like there may be a falling out of a relationship with this person, and or people for that matter, and that you're ready to kind of give up on this. And I see that also you could be also seeing that you're being this person yourself. You're gonna have an opportunity to see that you may have to also be this Knight of Wands energy where you're so charismatic, kind of just, you know, talking to shoot the shit, not looking for anything serious. Like those are the yeah, that's the Knight of Wands energy. And Spirit says to us, like, in a good way, that it serves a purpose, right? You know, don't get me wrong, I hate to say it like this, and everybody looks at it in a bad way, but Spirit wants to remind you that not everybody is looking for the same things that you are. And Spirit is saying to you this year, you're going to release a lot of expectation in people, but also realizing that you deserve to have what you want and to go after what you want, and you're not gonna deal with the same shit from before. And so, yeah, but I just see you guys releasing that. And then with the opportunity on the shadow side here with the Ace of Swords reversed, you're really gonna see that there's some karma with you and your, like, your physical, like, head itself, seeing that I feel like your crown chakra is gonna really need some work, being that, you know, because you're trying to be somewhere else this year. I feel like that you're gonna want to be everywhere else but where you're meant to be and where you're supposed to be. And you're gonna have an opportunity to see that there's this fog almost around you. And the shadow aspect is like there's this fog around you that you feel like you can't see where you're going. You feel like your head's been put on, like in this card, on a stick, and there's no clarity, there's no movement for you to work through. And the only reason why I'm going to say this is because normally I'll read this card last, but we have to choose our intuition to help us navigate where we want to go. And it's tough sometimes. I'm not going to sit here and make it out to be like, just use your intuition and move forward. Not everyone is as well equipped or in touch with their intuition as others. And I say this very nicely because I completely understand. And the more thing is that you're going to see that you have to use your intuition to get where you want to go and work with it and see your truth, though. And I think that's the most important thing, is you need to know where, like, that fog, like, I even feel that fogginess, and it's like you have trouble making decisions where you want to go this year, and really seeing how you can make decisions this year for your growth, and really trusting yourself to make the right decisions. And it's kind of like Spirit showing me you want somebody where there's a path where it's illuminated for you to show you where you want to go, but Spirit's like, no, like, it doesn't work like that, you know? So yes, this is like an opportunity is going to be brought to you that your head's like in a fog. You need to accept that where you're at and where you're going, and using your intuition to guide you to where you need to be. What spirit is kind of showing you behind the scenes and what's going on right now is this Knight of Cups reversed. And what they're trying to show you is that, I hate to say it like this, but you're in love with love. And they're trying to get you to move to a spot where you're not around, I guess I'm going to say this, like jealous people, around people who are emotionally like in love with love, who just want to be together in a codependent relationship. And the light side of it is Spirit is trying to clear that away so that way you can move forward with a truly authentic connection. And there's a lot of things you're going to see with authenticity this year and being who you are. And I'm hearing Sagittarius. So if you're a Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising, this is for you to really step up and embrace this, because I've said this to a couple of my friends who have Sagittarian energy, and I feel like, in a good way, like we struggle. I feel like Sagittarius really can struggle in a society like we live in. And so when we get caught up in, trying to be put into boxes and things and being told what to do, like we don't like, I say we because I think I said it, but I'm a Sagittarius moon, and we don't like it. And we, deep down, people make it out to be like we're freedom lovers and we're cheaters and we're this and we're that. We can't be tied down. No, we can be. We just choose to have freedom in our relationships, but also we want to find it with the right person. Like, we're deep people. So the thing is, Spirit's trying to move you away from these superficial relationships and people who are going to maybe thwart your freedom, keep you from where you're going. Not seeing jealousy behind it, and seeing that these people just want to control you and keep you where you're at and not allow you to express yourself where you need to be. And this could be friends too, it could be family, it doesn't have to be a romantic partnership, but that's mainly what I'm picking up on. For the shadow side of the opportunity is the Chariot, and this is the thing, you need to work on why you feel that you keep revisiting and going back and not knowing the direction of where you're gonna go. And making decisions on your own and choosing to step into a different place. And the best thing I can give an example of is like, I used to be so attached to my family. Like, I couldn't make a decision on my own because at times I feel like I wasn't allowed to, and other times when I was like ready to go out and make the decisions, I was always told to question my decisions about where I wanted to go, and I couldn't do what was best for me, and so it created a very deep wound. So Spirit is saying to you that you need to, behind the scenes, what's going on is for you to reroute and work on your reroute and where do you want to go. And they're showing you really believing in yourself and knowing that you steer the Chariot behind that. And that's some healing and some wounds that you need to work on, so that way you can work on your relationships and even they're saying changes. I'm even hearing justice in your career. Feel like there's going to be a lot of things that need to be dealt with this year in regards to like Gemini energy. So you have a Gemini, Sun, Moon, or Rising. But really making choices about where you want to go and where your intuition is. Because I feel like Spirit's showing me like this, like you've cleared off a slate where you've gotten rid of like all of the dead scraps, like vultures like have come up, and they're showing me like outside my house like a while ago there was like 3 vultures sitting on top of the house across the street. And my friend talked to me about it. But long story short, it's like vultures eating up all the dead pieces and getting rid of all the rotten meat and scraps of things that don't fit. And you've done a full, clear, blown, like, clean slate. And now you're like, where do I go? And Spirit is saying to you, the lessons that you're going to be learning this year is decisions and stepping into your intuition and making the right decisions for you. Because nobody else is going to make them for you. I feel like you're somebody else. Your parents have always made them for you, and they want you to know that is, if that is like, or a parental figure, if it's a relationship, romantic wise, like, or a sibling, that they always clung to you through, like, I see a codependent mother who was really codependent on not allowing freedom to, like, for you to be free and to go where you wanted to go, and you had to make choices that was best for everybody as a family. Like, I feel like this was a main thing for you, where it was like, because I have the Chariot reverse, this is Cancer energy, so we have the Knight of Cups, this could also be Cancer energy as well, showing that you make decisions best for the family. You didn't consider anybody else in your life about the decisions that you made for everybody else and in the family. Like, you didn't think, you know, twice about it and everybody else and how this would impact everybody else. And like, literally, I hate to say it, you're like, all I did was to go out for ice cream. Like, I'm not trying to be funny, it may be triggering, but I went out and bought a chocolate ice cream cone with my own money. And you're yelling at me because I didn't make a decision that was best for the family, because the family didn't eat yet and I didn't wait for them, or I didn't call to ask if you wanted it. No, like, I wanted it. So Spirit is saying that you were always open to, like, told to be open to everybody else and not make the decisions on your own, and there were always repercussions if you did decide to make a decision on your own. So you decided to make decisions that was best for everybody else. So that is something that you're going to be learning, is how to make decisions on your own this year. Let's step into your career. We have mortification. So you guys are probably, I'm hearing, ending a very, very long-term cycle, either currently or going to. I'm hearing March or April, even into early summer. Mortification is pretty much, it's a death card. So this is talking about, once again, the scraps and all of the old pieces of meat, and there's worms here, and this could also be maggots and things like that, where things are dying. And I feel it's almost like a calling, but I also feel like somebody has their eye on you at work, that they're paying attention to the moves that you make when you're not looking. Especially if, like, I'm seeing, like, if you're putting things away, like, at your desk, like, people are watching the things that you're taking out of your bags and things. It might not be true for everybody depending on where you work, but people are, I hate to say it, but keeping an eye on you about where it is that you're going. But also, I see that it's vice, for some it's vice versa. I feel like you're watching them. So it could be either way, but I feel that this is a calling of yours, that you've been calling to end your career. So I think a long line of work that you have been doing this year will be coming to an end. And you may be starting over something somewhere new. I'm not going to sit here and like bullshit. I do here maybe for select few, there may be firing, there may be, like, I'm not gonna try and scare you, but there will be an ending to your career in some way, shape, or form, of a long-term career to start over. And I feel that this ending has been resisted for a long time. Money-wise, we have the Moon. So I feel like with this, which is like a beautiful card, I feel like the universe is going to hand you opportunities with money, but also I feel like you may be making money spiritually. I'm seeing like a crystal ball reading, so you may be spending some money on doing crystal ball readings this year, doing things, making money in more of a feminine way. But I also see the universe pretty much providing you with money, and being provided in a spiritual way. I'm trying to see if there's anything else. So you may be spending money on traveling to, like, I'm seeing, to look at the stars. That maybe you might be trying to spend money on more spiritual pursuits this year. So that's something to think about, or just to see. But also I see you slowly but surely, like, running water almost with money. I see it more as money will be slowly coming in, but I see that you're going to be in a steady flow with money when it comes to spending. But I see you guys being really abundant and being given what you want without, like, monetarily, so where you don't have to spend all of your money, or that you can kind of hold on to, as I'm doing it like this, because I was going holding on to, just like in the card here. So you can hold on to your money and, like, save your penny, like, save your pennies. I'm even hearing, like, save your pennies for a rainy day. Could be saving up for something. I'm even seeing possibly putting a down payment on something, a tattoo, travel. I'm even seeing you maybe even giving a prized possession to somebody that's worth money, to somebody that you may no longer, like, as a gift, like a really nice gift, being like, hey, this is a meaningful gift that I no longer need, and so I'm going to give it to you. Relationships, we have unavailable. This person is unable to give you all that you deserve. And so I see you, and this is good. I love this. Guess what? You guys are overall in general not going to be open and available to anybody who is not going to give you anything that more than you are worth. And I see if you're dating people, I feel like this year you're going to date a lot of people, and you're single, who are just unavailable. They're not going to be able to give you the things that you deserve. And I think I see you getting really like fed up with that, the fact that people cannot give you what all the things that you deserve. And I also feel that there may be, for some of you guys, there may be a relationship that you're coming to full circle in terms with, that this person just can't give you what it is that you're looking for, and that this person is maybe cold-hearted. They can't open up their heart to you after you feel like you've grown with them. This could be somebody from childhood, it could be a friend, it could be any way in which it resonates. But also letting go of relationships and people who are unavailable, who are not open to you, and people who close themselves off. If you're in a relationship, married, engaged, serious commitment, I think that you're gonna see that you're just not available to, I'm seeing like some of their antics and how angry like sometimes they make you, and you're not gonna give in to their crap and their bullshit. I see you really sticking up for yourself this year and being like, you're like, no, I'm not, like, in a sense, like, quote unquote, unavailable to adhere to your needs when you're being, I guess I'm gonna say codependent or needy or angry and aggressive. Like, you're not dealing with the bullshit anymore that you used to take from this relationship. And if you're looking, like, if you're just friends with people, like, you're not looking to date, you're just kind of like, you know, chilling, friends is more of your thing, I really see that you're going to realize that your friends around you, you don't resonate with them anymore. And they're not able to give you the same satisfaction and happiness that they used to, that things are just changing and it's not the same. And I feel like you're going to be like, hey, like, let's hang out. And everybody's like, no, like, they may have a different circle of friends or a different group of people or a different group of things that everybody's kind of dealing with. So yeah, Spirit is saying to you that it's going to change. Your health. We have copper. And like I said before, I said it in the past piles, I'm not 100% like up to par on the metal cards. So I'm going to read this fairly quickly. But with your health, I do see that there may be, I hate to say it like this, but issues with mold. I feel like that you guys may need to take care of a moldy situation in your home, because it's going to start causing some respiratory issues, or it may cause respiratory issues. And seeing that there may be cancer that is spreading. Like, I'm not trying to sit here and scare you about cancer. Like, I'm not saying that you have cancer. But maybe this is just confirmation for somebody that there's something that you need to get checked out, like maybe a breast exam, or you've spotted something on your body for skin cancer, like those kind of things, like any markings that you see on your body, whether it's a birthmark, even bruises, like I'm seeing. So this is going to be a place for you to take care of yourself and really make sure that you're healthy and okay. I don't see anything like super serious though. So this talks about this is ruled by, and Venus is right here, and I didn't even notice it. Wow. So what this talks about is the planet Venus, and this is about love, fertility, abundance. It even said the womb, pleasures in life. So there may be some sexual issues that need to be taken care of. I've even said in the other piles gynecological issues. This is also geared towards my gendered men, masculines, taking care of just some things down there, whether that be bacterial infections, and you guys understand everything that I'm saying. Anything that has to do with fertility, abundance, the womb, sexual pleasures, those things. So there may be some things that you need to take care of. Overall, Spirit's advice to you is the Eight of Swords reversed. Spirit does not want you to put yourself in a cage, and they want you to take the blindfold off. They're saying to you that you allow people to do whatever, like, I hate to say it, whatever the fuck they want to you. And look at this. Like, you could say no, but maybe you guys give in, or you say no and they still do it anyway, and it's more like, being showered over as submissive, and Spirit is saying no, like, don't allow people to just do whatever they want to you. This is how you get hurt. And they're saying to you, I don't know why, but we talked about tattoos. Maybe this could be an affection from a tattoo. Spirit is saying, like, don't allow, like, people that you don't know, like dirty needles, like when they touch your skin and it gets infected. Like, they're saying don't let people who are, like, I don't want to say dirty, but even their energy, if it's negative and stuff, to touch you, to be in your energy field and kind of, like, create, like, ponder up some, like, create some energy exchange. It's the same thing. So yeah, Spirit is saying don't put yourself in the box, like, release all of these, like, mental fears that you have about all of these things, and release all of the tension that you have, and don't just allow people to kind of do things without you knowing. Like, they're saying to you, you just allow people to do things blind, willy-nilly, without, like, I don't want to say giving an explanation, but without kind of filling you in or keeping you in the loop, or you're just not paying attention to it. And it goes vice versa. So they're saying to you, you need to pay attention to things both ways, like, and really open up to that and get out of this, like, mental fog. So let's grab some charms to see what kind of signs you need to look for this year. All right. First sign is, I need my space. So I feel like if you guys may have been asking for more friends or more people to sit down with and talk about, maybe be in a community and talk about things. Spirit is saying to you, if you hear people, like, talking about outer space and they're like, hey, let's go out to eat and talk about this stuff, they're saying that's a sign, like, that's a person for you. They're saying even too, if you find people who I'm even seeing who like coffee, like, that's a sign, like somebody who would really like to sit down and have a cup of coffee with you. That's a sign as well, but it's good. And also a sign to, I just feel like, but people, I feel like if you're dating, and I feel like if you're in the energy of seeing that somebody wants to sit down and just talk to you about things that they like and that they're interested in and they're passionate about it, they're saying that's a sign, that's somebody that's for you. So they're saying, I think it might take some time, but no, like, take that opportunity that's going to be brought to you. So that's a sign. If you see people who are interested in what you're interested in, like, allow them to talk to you about it. I love this pen. Too dead to die. So, give me one sec. Yeah, you guys have some people from your past that may be trying to come back. And I also feel, because I have this mortification card over here, a couple different things. Once again, spying, like a spying feeling. If you guys get that feeling that somebody is keeping an eye on you on social media, or if somebody, like, finds out something that you said and you're like, from who? And it's like maybe something you posted on social media or whatnot, or somebody finds out something about you through somebody else and you're like, how did you find out about that? Spirit is saying to you that person is not for you, and it may even be somebody from your past who's kind of like whispering. I'm even seeing that part in Elf where Buddy, like, Will Ferrell's dad, like, in the movie, was whispering to the secretary about him being the Christmas gram, and he was like, I like to whisper too. Showing you that these people were kind of talking behind your back, and that it may take you by surprise, and seeing that this person isn't for you. Also, take it as a sign that there may be somebody from your past trying to kind of come back. Another one is if you've been getting signs from somebody from the other side who has passed, like if you see things that remind you of them, or you see angel numbers that remind you of them, or just signs in general, that is them trying to communicate with you. So there's that. And I don't think we could get any more big things about like death here in some ways, but this is the ghost pin, and it says, I myself am anxious and confused. So when your energy starts to get really flustered, you feel anxious around a person, your body's like rejecting them, you really don't understand maybe where the person is coming from, like their stories don't add up. Take this as a sign that this person is just not being honest with you, and that maybe that they're being haunted by their own past, and they're just trying to even hearing like trying to get things out of you. Spirit saying this is a sign that this person is just not for you. And when you start to get anxious and confused, and maybe you're getting all worked up, they're saying it's time for you to just take care of yourself, remove yourself from the situation. If you need some mental clarity, take that mental clarity. I also have, I'm very tired. So once again, I get a more feeling of if somebody is draining your energy, or you're just tired and you need to rest, take it. Also, people who drain your energy when they're tired and they're codependent on you to make them feel better. Spirit is saying it's okay to meet somebody halfway, if that makes any sense. So if you're seeing that, you know, it's kind of like a parent, and they're showing me this could mean something to you, and I'm going to pull your affirmation while I'm talking about this. So if you see that there is somebody like who needs your help, right? And if you're a parent and they say to you, you know, Mom, I'm sick, I need some medication, can you help me? Spirit is saying to you, you know, you can go to the store, and especially if the child is like functioning and they can somewhat take care of themselves, like if they're old enough to walk, talk, and, you know, take medication on their own and get on the bus, like those kind of things. But anybody in your life, if they can do all those things and they're not literally dependent or disabled, Spirit saying you can meet them halfway. You don't have to spoon feed them. And this is where it's going to get a little thing, because you're a little extra, because you're tired and you want to take care of yourself. But people who will drain you and say, could you make me this? Can you make me dinner? I'm tired. Can you help me? And you're not taking enough time for yourself. This is Virgo energy. Then you need to kind of meet the person halfway. I can go and pick up this food for you, but I'm not going to cook you dinner. Like, or pick up your medication. Like, those kind of things. And you need to take care of yourself first. So as I was doing this, I pulled these two cards out as they fell. And these are your affirmations for this year. I am disciplined and I am humorous. Spirit wants you, it's time for you to start enjoying yourself. And I'm even hearing you need to enjoy, if you're starting to date or meet new people, that I am humorous. Like, you want people who are more lively, who may have more of a Sagittarius energy. So say to yourself, I am disciplined and I am meeting my goals and I am able to like discipline myself. And the only way I can say it is, especially if you're a business owner, like, I am disciplined in my behaviors. I am disciplined in achieving my goals. Capricorn energy, right? I am humorous. I am, you know, making friends that are funny. I am making friends out of authenticity, those kind of things. So, and even saying backed by the deck here, I am optimistic. So this is important too, because you want people who are more positive and open and willing to share. So even with this death pin too, like, put it to rest, even though sometimes these people don't want to, you know. You guys have chosen the pile with the carnelian stone. This is all about the sacral chakra. It's about your relationships, your emotions, your drive, your passion. So if you guys need some clearing out with that and need some help balancing it, this stone will definitely help. So I hope that this read resonated with you. And until next time, my friends, namaste. Alright guys, you've chosen pile number 5 with the Angel Aura Crystal. I will throw this right over here. And as you guys may have seen, there is an intro, but if you guys didn't get to it, I'll just do a quick rundown. I talk about the spread, the light and the shadow side here. I'll be putting them in these two sections. The light side is about the alignment, the positive things we choose to be in alignment with, the positivity, the higher vibrational energies, that we choose to move to and fro in from love. And then the shadow energies are usually the negative energies that we say is jealousy, anger, control, those kind of energies as well, resentment. And so they work together. There's not one without the other. Light illuminates the spots that we need to see, and while that creates shadow and darkness, so it can't live without the other. And so we're going to get into your career, money, relationships, your health, spirit messages as well. And then I forgot to say in the intro that if anything is gender specific, I will let you know, but I use the pronouns she and he. She for feminine, he for masculine, and then the tip exchange. So if you guys like to leave tips, I will leave my Venmo and my PayPal down below. And I do believe that is it. Oh yeah, I'm not a health practitioner, so if I say anything's off with your health, just know it's for entertainment purposes only. And so you guys have two definitely two cards that fell out in messages from the universe for your year so far. So some of you guys are not like feeling and not ready to take that leap of faith and really feel that things are just not working out in your favor and that you can't get to where you want to go. And this seems to be a very big message in the collective, and what I'm seeing is the universe is telling you that, you know, you're afraid to jump off the cliff because it's scary, because you don't know where you're going to land, but they're saying to me that you're also miserable where it is that you're at, and you kind of in your life generally don't know what's happening and what's going on anyway, where you're going to end up. And it's like your spirit's telling me that you're already sitting in the unknown, right? And they're saying it's more of a notion that you're afraid to just free fall it to where you're going to go and things aren't going to work out. And I keep hearing they're saying it's not the right time, it's not the right time. And that you wonder why that things are not working out. You guys may have been cheerleaders. Like I see like what this is reminding me of, like one of those cheerleading, like the cones that you would like yell out into. So maybe you guys are cheerleaders. That could have any resonance like with you, but that's something that I'm seeing with that. So let's put these out. The light side here, we have the King of Pentacles upright. Wow, this came out in the exact position for pile number 5. We have the Emperor. The Emperor seems to be a very big energy in this year in 2023. We have the Empress. Wow, okay. We also have the Three of Wands reversed for the shadow. We have the Four of Swords upright. We have the Three of Swords. Okay. We also have the Magician. And we have down here for your spirit messages, the Queen of Cups. Beautiful energies. This is my first time actually ever using this deck. I just interviewed it, honestly, before I started filming all the piles. So I'm actually really excited to read with this today. And seeing everything. So this is exciting. Let me grab your cards for this. Oh my god, they keep turning. I think it's the material that they're made of. Okay. Career, money, and health. And we'll pull one for your relationships. Alright. So, I don't know. Okay. I feel like there's a third party situation that you guys are involved in. Maybe this person is married and this person hasn't left yet. And I feel like for some, depending on the situation, you may have been waiting for this person to leave their significant other, or vice versa. Maybe you are the spouse in the relationship that you may be wanting to leave to be with possibly somebody else, or that, I hate to say that, or maybe you're a player because I have the Magician card here. This also talks about somebody who is not fully honest at times and likes to play magic tricks, as you can see. And let's see what's going on with the your relationships, and I'll turn these over at the end here that we'll go through. Oh, this is your, okay. So let's get into the patterning of this. Oh, I also forgot to say too, we'll be pulling charms to give you some signs for this year, and we'll do the believe and achieve intention cards for the year that you can use all throughout the year. So I have a king, a 4, a 3, a 1, another 3, and a 4. So 3 and 4, the numbers 3 and 4 will be very prominent for you this year. We only have one court card. I have 1, 2, 3. 3 major arcana cards, and I have an earth, a fire, an earth, an air, fire, air, and water. So a lot of air. You could have an air, sun, moon, or rising. That is Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. And we have some things going on here, but this is not too terrible. There's a lot of different scenarios that I'm going to go through, so this reading might be a little bit longer than normal. What I feel mostly is you are most likely the feminine energy or the feminine in your relationship, depending on your, I'm hearing situationship. And Spirit is being very honest with this. So this year, I really feel like you guys are looking to find your true match. And I feel like you guys have been maybe married to somebody for a while, or you were married, or you're looking for a long-term partner. You used to be the third party situation, or you were the third party situation, or found out that you were and it wasn't resonating with you, or that you were talking to somebody long-term and you were cheated on, whatnot, and that there's a lot of issues regarding with partners or other people stem from childhood due to father wounds, father and mother wounds maybe, but I'm feeling more particularly your father, about cheating, mistresses, third-party situations, value and worth, having multiple feminine energies and liking having multiple feminine energies around. And this is really coming to play out this year in 2023, especially in regards to your relationships. And what I'm seeing is, we'll hop into it, because threes are all about creation. Threes are all even threes company. And fours are all about stability and finding that balance, whether it's in relationships, money, whatever stability that we are looking for. And so the theme of this year for you guys is the King of Pentacles, long-term stable relationships. And this is about somebody who is dedicated. They show up. They're a father figure. I feel like that maybe you want to have kids with this person, whether you're masculine or feminine. You want somebody who's dedicated, somebody who's going to show up, somebody who's going to provide, somebody who is really good with their finances, somebody who dresses well, somebody who is really nice, clean cut, who can take care of themselves, take care of other people, knows how to give, who can really provide a nice, caring, and loving home. And that's going to be your theme. And I also feel for the theme for you this year, though, is dating. I don't know why, I'm picking up on it like that, but dating is going to be a very, very big thing for you this year. And with masculine energies, I do feel that there may be some things in the light side of the spread where you're going to be meeting. I'm hearing a lot of bachelors. I'm even hearing doctors, maybe. It just depends on, it's a generic read, so just take what resonates, leave what doesn't. But you may be meeting people who have money. There may be, I'm even hearing galas or, work events or things where, where you may meet these people. But also the theme that I'm picking up on is it could also be a father figure. You could be in a separate family unit from your family, whether that means you're an adult split from a family unit and kind of working, and you have your own family, you have your own issues, but your father may be of a focus this year for whatever reason. But also I'm even seeing meeting people like at work events and different places. The theme for you in the shadow side, though, of this is the direction. Hold on. That you see yourself going and really trying to plan out where you want to go. And I think that, and not like seeing like, and I feel that you have trouble seeing the roundabout picture and finding that inspiration to move forward with your dreams and your wants, and finding that. I feel like you always feel like you're in the wrong place at the wrong time. And I feel that you're also a very earthly person, that you're very much about your practical reality. And the only reason why I'm going to say this is I normally talk about the stone at the end because I have the angel aura crystal here. I paid attention to it because angel aura is all about opening up the crown chakra and connecting to a more higher spiritual life. And I feel that everything that I've talked about is so earthly that it's not that you're not connected to spirit, but this is about the tangible. This is about your money, your finances, your wealth, your tangible realities, your physical relationships. And with this shadow energy and the theme of, not having everything that you need to kind of move forward with your dreams, I think that for some of you, I'm hearing business plan, that you guys have a business plan. You could be a business owner, being that the King of Pentacles is there. But they're showing me that your ideas like haven't taken off the ground. It's almost like there's a plan that maybe you do travel a lot. Maybe you have other altered plans in life and you just feel that, you have to pick up and go wherever it is that you are, and you have to make do with what you have. And you have to kind of work through these childhood wounds of why do you feel that you can't pick up, and maybe for some of you want to travel, more of a Sagittarius energy, freedom, expansion, that you want to be more in a Sagittarius energy and do whatever it is that you want, and you can't just get up and move. And maybe you feel that you're stuck because you're in a family dynamic and you're married, and ultimately, like, I hate to say it like this, might be a trigger warning, but you believe that you're not worth more than what it is than just a side piece, or the fact that you've been left to take care of children, or you were left to take care of children, and that you couldn't do those things that you wanted to do. I'm seeing for some of you guys, some of you may need a haircut, or may need to kind of cut your hair, and I'm seeing dreads, maybe that might mean something for somebody, and kind of get them cut, or maybe looking to change up your hairstyle, this year. The opportunity though that's going to be brought to you is the Emperor. I feel that you guys are going to, hold on. Really figure out what it is that you're looking for in your dating life in regards to your ideal partner. And I feel that you're going to be able to see, like, there might be one person that you're kind of like, hey, this is somebody who I really would like to date. This is somebody who I would really like, a kind of partner that I would like, and have an opportunity to even possibly meet that person this year, to really put in that work. And it's going to bring me to this card here, but I will get to it in a second. The opportunity that's also going to be brought to you for your shadow side, though, is the Four of Swords. You guys are constantly like thinking on the go, coming up with ideas. You don't ever rest. You don't sit down. You don't really ever I don't want to say take care of yourself. You do, but it's not to the extent in which, in ways that you would. Like, I feel like maybe you have plants outside your house, or your plants are like growing really wild. You're more focused on your earthly reality. You're constantly kind of like thinking up new ideas, like an inventor. I see Edward Scissorhands. That could mean something for somebody. You could like that. This woman even reminds me of the Bride of Frankenstein. So you could be kind of letting things get out of control. I'm even seeing too, like, this is just confirmation for some that maybe you're realizing that you don't take care of yourself, like shaving wise. Like if you're a gendered woman or a feminine, that you don't shave as much as you used to. You haven't been taking care of yourself in a feminine way like you used to. And seeing that you really need to let your mind kind of come down so you can kind of make decisions and see where it is that you want to go, and work through that. Even with the opportunity from this, like, Spirit's even saying for you to really step into this masculine energy and kind of like show your partner that this is what you want, and kind of like speaking up for yourself and speaking up to other people, or maybe even like talking to a masculine figure about providing, and getting some advice maybe from your own father, maybe from your grandfather if he's still around, about, you know, maybe old fashioned. This can mean something for somebody too. This reminds me of who is it? What's his name? Oh my god, it's not Edward from Twilight, it's the other one. Oh my god, Emmett. Emmett from Twilight, where he's definitely like that masculine, macho like person, and then there's like his wife, like obviously Rosalie, the blonde haired girl, the beautiful like model looking girl. So I also see that you may be trying to embody more of this masculine energy, and also having an opportunity to see that you are more masculine in nature than you think, that you are the provider, that you are the business owner, that you also maybe work for your family's company and you run part of it, and you're like, hey, like I need a man that can show up, I need somebody or a masculine that'll show up for me, those kind of things. And the opportunity that spirit is bringing to you this year in regards to the light energy is the Empress. Girlfriend, like, and maybe I'm gonna say boyfriends, guy friends. Let this person, like, I don't know what's going on, and we're adults here, right? And the pomegranate's there for abundance. Let a masculine take care of you in the bedroom. Like, I'm hearing that sexual needs need to be met. Maybe you also, guys, like, need to take a vacation as well, that you need to relax a little bit, and maybe you need to go on like a romantic like getaway, and you need to be sexually satisfied in the bedroom this year. Like, this is an opportunity that spirit is saying they're trying to move you away from selfish people who don't care about like things like that, and they're trying to get you to move to a place where you're abundant and you can really enjoy, I hate to say it, your sex life, and not have to worry about hiding things, like worry about keeping your sexual relationships a secret, keeping your sexual maybe even orientations, like whatever this may be. But they're saying to you, you need a very nice, relaxing, romantic getaway with somebody who is willing to please you in the bedroom and please you in life and really bring that to you. And Spirit's saying you got to bring that to yourself first. You really got to make sure that you take care of it yourself. But I also see that what Spirit's trying to guide you towards is like going on a very nice, relaxing vacation, maybe to a beach where you're relaxed, you're drinking, you're laying out, and you're just enjoying your time. What Spirit is moving you towards and behind the scenes that you're unaware of as well is, well, even with this, it kind of coincides with the heartbreak of maybe even being a third-party system. Of being the mistress, of being the person, the middleman, and really I'm hearing not being chosen by your partner, that about choices that weren't made, and that this person may have given you like blows to your heart because they didn't choose you. They chose to go back to, I'm hearing, to their, like, you know, I don't want to say it because it's not right, but even still, going back to that person, choosing other partners over you, woman after woman, man after man, and really just, yeah, working through that heartbreak of being the third party, the third person, the third wheel, the last thing to be thought of at the end of the day, like those kind of things. And Spirit wants you to step more also with this opportunity, behind the scenes. They're trying to get you to step into a more feminine energy. You want a masculine partner, you have to work on that opposite end of being able to give in a feminine way. You want a man that's going to be able, or a person that's emotionally available and can take care of you and do all those things and adhere to your emotions. Step into the feminine energy, and you have to do that for yourself first. The lessons that you'll be learning this year is the Magician. They're saying to you that you have everything that you need. You are spiritual in some sense, like you can manifest. I think that you guys are just stepping into this reality of realizing that you can have the things that you want, and you're just opening up to the spiritual fact that I can have anything that I want and I can manifest it, and how can I start this? So this is more of a beginning stage for you in your initially I was going to say career, Maybe you're starting a new career and opening up to the infinite and realizing that you've had abilities dormant or a past life that you were able to step into this reality. And so you're going to be learning this year how to work with the things that you do have, to be grateful for the things that you are experiencing, and knowing that you have everything that you need, that you are perfect just the way that you are. Let's hop into your career for this year. So we have the Raven's Head. Ooh, this one I haven't pulled. This is a new deck. I haven't really been able to, well, not able to, I haven't worked with it as much as I would have liked to, just due to timing. And so I'm gonna read this real quick. So this is a very destined card, and I feel that you guys either have just, or are going to, whatever the case may be, have just stepped into a career where things have changed, or there's going to be significant change to put you on your path or your destiny for your career and where it needs to be. But this means that the work needs to be done now. So I feel like this is the now. I feel like Spirit is saying to you that now is the time for you to really start, seeing, initiate the change, make the changes if need be, and really choosing the things that really light you up. And I'm even seeing like a wisdom, like a knowledge and wisdom with the Raven here. So you guys may be a teacher, you guys may be planning a trip somewhere, and Spirit is saying to you, like, now is the time, like, you need to take action, at least for in your career, and make the choices and the changes. Like, this is your confirmation, like, do it. And also doing something that is in alignment, I'm hearing, with you. So definitely change the career this year. Either you're just about to go through a significant change in your career relatively shortly, within the next 4 months, I would say the beginning of the year, or you already went through this change and now is the time to take action to either make your manifestation come true, or to get to work on your current career where you've changed, or to move into. Ooh, money. The Peacock's Tail. Ooh, this is all about embracing the divine in unity and embracing who it is that you are. So I see you guys with money this year. Abundance. Like, I just see you guys, like, I don't want to be like showering in money, but how it's feeling is you guys may be spending a lot of money, I hate to say it, on appearance, because the peacock is all about beauty. It shows us, you know, to be our truly authentic selves. But the good thing is, I feel that you're going to be spending money on things that your heart truly desires. And I also feel, and things that light you up, with this job change or what you're choosing to do, I feel like this is going to bring you a lot of abundance, and you're going to, I'm hearing, be able to afford more things that make you happy. So this is also talking about really looking at every single opportunity with money and having a more broad perspective on money as well. I feel that you guys are seeing that money can open up doors for you, but it's also about the abundance and wealth that you open yourself up to as well. So it's looking at a full spectrum way of money. So for example, the best example I can give you is what I'm more seeing is, even for me, I'm treating money like a relationship, like any normal human being. You're not meant to abuse it. You're meant to find balance with it. You're meant to respect it, just like everything else. And it needs to be saved, spent, and so that way you can also have a natural flow of income. And I feel that this is what the full spectrum vision is. I also do feel like you're going to be spending money on things that you have had your eye on, or things that you've deeply wanted for such a long time. Like, in things that have lit up your path. So you may, I'm hearing, possibly travel. You may be traveling this year to a place that you've always wanted to go. So just keep that in mind with that. Your relationships, we have true love. The love is, this love is emotional, physical, and unconditional. And I feel like that you guys are like, this is what I'm looking for. You're looking to make relationships heart to heart. and finding that true, authentic connection with somebody and really open up to that. If you are single and dating, once again, you're looking for true love, and maybe, hold on. I do see you really opening up your heart to try and connect with somebody, and they may not reciprocate it at first. I feel like it might be a masculine energy, or this person may step into a masculine energy and be like, what are you doing? Like, why are you opening up your heart to me? And then realizing that you were being genuine and you opened up, and they were kind of like, oh, this person was being like for real. Or it could be the opposite end. You could be the person that's kind of more on the cold-hearted side, and they open up to you, and you're like, why are you doing this? Like, I just met you and whatnot. So about emotional availability. I'm going to ask if you will find your true love this year. I'm hearing yes, but there just may be some repercussions that you need to take a look at. They're saying don't overlook the red flags, but don't get too caught up in your head about the red flags. If you're not feeling it, you're not feeling it, and continue on your journey if you're looking for true love, if it doesn't resonate with you. But if you put in the work and move forward, just keep moving forward down the path, and you believe that you'll find it, you will. If you are in a relationship, serious, engaged, married, whatever it may be, I do feel that you guys are really going to connect this year. Your relationship may grow stronger, physically, sexually, all of those things. But I feel like essentially true love will be a part of your life, and whether it's through a pet as well. If you were just looking to like, if you're by yourself and friends, and just want to be around your friends and not in a serious relationship or whatever the case may be, I feel that you guys are really going to grow more true love for yourself and really embody that and find true love, and like not be friends with people who can't show you that kind of love, and you guys know what you deserve, so that's good. So just depends on your situation. Your health, we have resin, and so I'm paying attention immediately to the eyes. I do feel that you guys may be having a lot of allergy problems this year, bloodshot eyes, may need to get some, I'm even hearing cataracts, just depending on your situation. I'm going to read more about the resin here, but that's what I'm paying attention to is the eye. So this is more, so resin is used to protect things and also preserving things that are most sacred. So I don't know, like completely random, I got kind of scared. I don't know if it was me hitting my water bottle with like my phone when I put the book down, but I feel like I heard like bells chiming, so that could be something for somebody. But also preserving, I think you guys may be trying to hold on to your eyesight this year, maybe with glasses, maybe protecting your eyes a little bit more. I'm seeing some of you maybe wearing sunscreen more, but also trying to preserve, I'm even hearing your youth, so maybe a lot more beauty products being purchased to kind of keep your skin nice and clear. I'm seeing possibly to just wearing sunglasses more to protect your eyes from the sun, so mainly has to do with your eyes. Spirit's message to you right now is the Queen of Cups. For some of you, there is a person that you snoozed an opportunity on with, and I feel it's more for my masculines. It could be for my feminines, but it just depends. But more on a masculine energy. I feel that you guys have snoozed on this opportunity, and I feel with this person, and I feel that you guys may try to take this opportunity with this person, or there may be somebody that you may find this year that you really like. That you may see them out in public and you're like, wow, that person's really beautiful, and you may want to like speak to them, and they might be out of your league a little bit. But Spirit's message to you is to open up and to really look at this person and to try and be the best version of yourself this year and really step into an emotional body. And if you're like, this is about psychic abilities, and I know that this pile might not be super aware and into psychic stuff, just from what I'm feeling. It may not be true, but hey, just what I'm picking up on, to really embrace this and to really embrace that. And I feel if you are feminine, there is I just keep getting this feeling of like a masculine really looking at a feminine and really admiring their beauty with somebody that they like or they messed up. And but Spirit's message is to really open up to that feminine energy. And I'm even hearing let the hair flow. Like if you guys have been wearing your hair up a lot, just let your hair flow out. And really also to enjoy your time, like enjoy the time by yourself and really sit in your own mature energy, and be mature about your choices too. And also they want you to be aware of this person that maybe too there might be somebody coming into your life to kind of show you and teach you. Hold on. There may be somebody who may teach you to open up your heart, whether it's through like friendship, romance, whatever it may be. But there may be somebody this year who will really kind of open up your heart, and they want you to open your heart up to allow that person in so you can learn and grow, to kind of put you on your path here and your feminine journey. So it's really beautiful. I like that. Let's grab your charms for you for the year. Oops. Give you some signs for the year that you need to look out for. Ooh. This fell out. So this is a black tourmaline crystal. Ooh. Let's start with this one. We have hang in there. So Spirit wants you to know, this is more of not what to look out for, but Spirit, just like hold on a little bit tighter. I think you guys are like really pushing for change, and you want change like recently, and they're like, just hang on. Like I feel like you guys have been like trying to survive a storm, at like a shit storm, and maybe literally, and I feel like you guys have been out in the dark and like you guys can't move, but Spirit's like just hang in there. Also too, like there may be somebody who has hair that's kind of like windblown, like Pauly D from Jersey Shore. I don't know if that's so significant, like a confirmation for somebody, but I seeing that, like just kind of be on the lookout for, like, I hate to say it because I'm getting like a look of like a clown face, like for people who are just clowns. Like they just don't, like they act funny, they act goofy, there's no seriousness to them. Like, and that's kind of like maybe with the people that you're dating, but they're saying just hang in there, okay? I have the High Priestess. So Spirit wants you to be on the lookout for spiritual people. Like maybe you might be offered a reading, or you might come across something on Instagram for like a reading discount of something to get like cards read. I'm even hearing tea leaves, like just something that you may even find somebody who's really like in touch with their spiritual nature and their heart and their psychic abilities, which could be more confirmation about that Queen of Cups card. Just keep in mind that this person, I feel like you may have a real like resonancy with them. It might be scary to kind of get in touch with them, but I feel like that this person may show you some things and teach you some things about other realms and other places, and really open up your mind like a Gemini energy to be open and receiving to all those things. So be on the lookout for people like that who want to be open and share with you and share new knowledge and share those things. And maybe for you to get in touch with yourself and to like with yourself on that aspect on a spiritual level and connect. I don't know if I went over the black tourmaline crystal, but this is about grounding and protecting yourself from negative energies that kind of come your way. So I would just carry this so that you're just generally protected from all negative energies, especially when you're manifesting. This will really help. This is the Sephora Communities Inspiration. So you guys may be, this may be confirmation for some. Just keep an eye out for any information on a family tree about Asian cultures and descent. Like maybe you're like going to be a part like Chinese, a fourth Chinese or something. Like you may do something along the lines, but look out for anything like even like Chinese medicine or like Japanese medicine, Korean, like any of those, Vietnamese, like any kind of Asian and Pacific Islander tree lines or ancestry lines, like may have something to do something this year. You may find some things out. And this with the, I'm not picking up anything on the communities either. Skeletor. You guys could be He-Man fans. I am not nice. So Spirit is telling you, be on the lookout for people who show you their true colors. If, like, let's be realistic here. Skeletor is who Skeletor is. There's no hiding that. And so the thing is, when you see a Skeletor, you see somebody who is not nice, just be on the lookout for not nice people who just want to try and, like, sabotage your day, just to sabotage your day. Like, that's just, yeah, no, I feel like you're gonna come across this year a lot of, like, not nice people, and people who just want to see you down. And I think that for some people, even if you're dating, I feel like for some of you guys, if you're dating and you're, like, talking to somebody and they really bring you down, and they kind of, like, make you feel bad, like, you know, for what it is that you do, and you're just like, I was just trying to be nice, and this person was just not being nice and trying to knock your credibility and not be supportive, then they're like, be on the lookout for people like that this year, because I feel like some of the people you know are going to show you their true colors, and you're going to be like, I can't believe that you just did that or said that. So, yeah. Need Advil. So be on the lookout for and signs of, hold on. What I'm paying attention to is the shark is holding its stomach, so you guys may have to pay attention to the foods that you eat, and particularly dairy. Dairy may be upsetting your stomach and causing a lot of issues, and I also see that you're going to have a lot of issues with your sinuses. You may need to relieve a lot of the pressure, like needing Advil and maybe needing to bed rest a little bit. So Spirit is telling you be on the lookout for that, but also, like, more of along the issues of signs of your stomach. That means that, like, for you guys, like, not everybody, but you may be allergic to the foods that you're eating if your stomach gets upset. So just be wary about how much cheese and dairy you're having. Your affirmation for this year is going to be, I am successful. So you guys are in a place where you guys are looking for a successful business, successful career. Keep telling yourself, I am successful. I am successful. I am successful in finding love. I am successful in my business ventures. I am successful in money. So I really, like, have enjoyed doing this reading. I was like, this is really cool. Really nice and positive, uplifting. I love it. The angel aura crystal, we kind of talked about that before. So if you guys are having trouble, like, with blurred vision, we talked about, or not being able to see things, your third eye and your crown are probably off. So definitely try and connect more to your spirit, guys. And this is where there's fear in there. But Spirit is telling you it's time to clear out your fear and really ask your guides to step through. And maybe you might have to book a read with this high priestess here to really help you get in touch with your intuition and your spiritual mindset. So definitely keep that in mind. But yeah, that's all I have for you guys today. So until next time, my friends, namaste. Alrighty, guys, you have chosen pile number 6. You're my last pile of the night. And if you guys have missed the introduction, feel free to go and take a look at it, but I'll try and just make it as short as possible. I talked about the light and dark aspects of the spread. The light is the positive, the higher vibrational frequencies, the alignment that we choose to be in, and the love that we give. And then we have the shadow aspects, which is the parts of us that we don't like to really take a look at. It's the anger, the resentment, the jealousy, the like, I would even say the nastiness, like all of that stuff. So I'm going to put this opalite crystal over here, and we will cover that at the end. And we will hop into it too as I shuffle through. There were some things that I left out in the introduction. I left out the part about the masculine and feminine. So the feminine I use she, the masculine I use he. And it is a general read. So if I say anything about, like, health too, it just means like it's just for entertainment purposes only. I'm not looking to give you like full-blown medical diagnoses, as I'm not a doctor. But yeah, I do believe that that is it. And if you would like to leave a tip, my Venmo and PayPal will be down below, so that you guys can work through that as well. All right. Okay. What is going on for pile number 6 for their year? What do we need to know? Pile number 6. I feel like you guys have been currently worried about something. Pile number 6. You guys got spirit messages. Oh, there's third-party situations all over the damn place. Alright, so the card that fell out is the 3 of Cups. And I feel like you guys, ooh, hate to say it, but my feminines, I feel like you get jealous of other feminines, other women. And I feel like for some of you, there may be a group or somebody in particular that really triggers you and really, it's really calling you to step up into a more feminine energy. And I feel like you want to be part of like a witchy group or a witchy like soul sister group or something. And it's calling for you to kind of like make friends. I feel like you guys are maybe in a spot where you want to make new friends. And this is why you're kind of like in fear of yourself, that you're not, I don't want to, I guess not good enough, or you won't fit in, or it might not work out. There's a lot of fear. I feel a lot of Virgo energy there. Why am I shuffling these again? But that's alright. So yeah, that's very interesting for you guys. And 3 is about like creative energy. So this tells me that you guys are all very, very creative. You may have like, I'm seeing sewing or knitting, like that could be something that you're very creative with. So very interesting, very nice. So I'm gonna put these cards here. We have the 10 of Wands upright. I have the 2 of Wands reversed. The King of Cups reversed. Oh, the 5 of Swords upright. Okay. Theme. I have the Judgment reversed. Like the Judgment. The King of Wands reversed. And then I have the 9 of Pentacles here. And I have Strength. I'm gonna put this up here. I'm gonna put cards down at the bottom here, but they just don't fit. So we're just gonna have to squeeze them in. Alright, so let's get into this. We'll do with the patterning as I'm shuffling these. So we have a 10, a 2, a court, a 9, another court, which is a king, a 5, and Judgment is 20, so that's 2. So we don't have any repeating numbers, except that we do have 2 kings here, and this is high, this is mature energy, masculine energy, and because it's the King of Wands and the King of Cups reverse, this is telling me about it's not in its light side. And these are people who are power struggles, emotional manipulation, arguments. We got the 5 of Swords. There is how many? You guys don't have, oh, you have 1. Oh, there's a fire card down here. There's an 8. Yeah, so we have fire, fire, water, earth, fire, air, water, and fire. So a lot of fire. You guys could have a first thing I heard was Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising, but any fire sign, Aries, or Leo too. What about your career, money, and health? Okay. So yes, this is more about your everyday life. I feel like you guys are not gonna go through, I'm hearing like Lemony Snicket's a series of unfortunate events. I feel that you guys are gonna be a little bit more low-key. I'm feeling a Taurus energy as well. Taurus, Sun, Moon, or Rising, that you guys are very easily moving through things here, that you're very like stable, grounded, feminine in that sense, and able to get in touch with your sensuality. So I don't feel that things like, I feel like you guys have been through a lot, like a lot of rough shakeups, a lot of rough challenges that have caused you to hit rock bottom, and that you learned that you used to freak out, but now it just doesn't faze you anymore. You're like rock solid. And this year, it's kind of like the past few years, the past 3 years, I think that you guys have felt very, very like tumultuous, where things have changed and sudden things have changed and everybody's all like freaking out and it's all different and things have changed, and now you're like, nothing can faze me. Nothing can disrupt me like those past few years, like especially the last 2 years. What's going on for your relationships? So yes. You guys are having trouble listening to your soul calling, and this is where we're going to go over. Also, too, I forgot to say, we're going to pull some charms for some signs for you guys to look out for, and an affirmation card for the year to help you say this throughout your year. So, first things first, on the light side here, we have the theme of the Ten of Wands. Homies, I love you all very, very much. But I'm going to say this. You are carrying too much weight on your shoulders, and I feel that you guys are trying to carry a legacy, but there are so many things that don't resonate with you, and I don't know why, but this may be, I don't know why, but it could be confirmation for somebody. It's like an addict, right? You go through life experiences, you go through change, and you put the shit in the attic, right? And you then go upstairs every once in a while to bring the stuff down from the attic, like an old video game system, or like a soccer ball, like your childhood soccer ball, and you take it out and you let it sit around the house and you play with it, or you put it back, and then you're like, no, that's in the past, I need to put it back upstairs, but I'm going to hold on to it, and then I'm going to pick it back down and play the old game system even though I have a new game system. And I feel I'm hearing pack rats, I'm hearing pack ratish, like that maybe your parents have liked to keep things because it has valuable sentimental value, but yet this is all yet passed down on to you. You are the one that has to take care of all of these things. You're the one that has to uphold your family and keep them. Maybe you are supporting your family financially, that you're upholding everything, and there's too much weight on there for you to carry anymore, and you can't do it financially because you're ready to, I'm seeing, possibly make a change in your career, that the money is going to have to change, and that the way that your parents have decided to, I hate to say, quote unquote, sit on their asses, or children, that things are just going to have to change. And you're at a spot where you're carrying way too much. And because this is in the light aspect, this is showing me that you're going to see that, you need to pay attention to you and your goals and your dreams. And I see you kind of turning away from everybody else's crap. And you're just kind of like, if I'm bringing in the money, it's just going to have to be how it is, right? So the theme for you this year in regards to your shadow energy is you like to argue, and I'm sorry I'm saying it like this, you like to argue with everybody. Also, too, it's like, I also feel like you like to be in your own energy sometimes as well, and you have, like, maybe 2 siblings, or even, like, little pets that are pests, and, like, or 2 little, like, pesky cousins that are always kind of, like, nipping at your feet. They kind of want you to do something for them, take them shopping, buy them candy, get them things, and you're kind of like, nah, man, like, nah, dude, I'm doing my own shit. Like, I can't be up in that, and you end up, like, telling people, like, when you say no, there's a miscommunication, or you're getting blamed or gaslit, or saying that, why can't you just do this even though you said no, and it causes arguments with people, and because they don't know how to communicate and sit down and talk about things, it causes you and your shadow energy to immediately blur out in your communication, to kind of just keep, like, to argue about it and create things. And sometimes you don't genuinely know if these people have your best interest, because they fight with you about shit, and you're like, what the fuck? You're like, all I did was go to work and I just came home, I didn't even do anything today, and you're already up my ass, and you're already bitching at me about something that I didn't even do. Like, you're like, I don't know, I'm just gonna give an example. Like, Toby left the pot on the stove. What does that have to do with me? All because you're mad the kitchen is dirty. Like, just those kinds of things. And so you argue with him about it, instead of just getting up and walking away and being like, this has nothing to do with me. Toby put the pot on the stove and didn't clean up. It's not my problem, right? So that's a theme for you this year, is, I hate to say, arguing with people and having miscommunications and changing your styles of communication, and You know, these are, I hate to say it, with the shadow energies, they're usually childhood wounds and dark spots that shows us where we need to heal. The light can't live without the dark, so it's being illuminated for you to take care of it, right? So the opportunity that's going to be brought to you with this Two of Wands reversed is there is definitely some more seeing that you're in your comfort zone. I feel like you guys haven't left your home yet, your childhood home yet. I feel that some of you haven't left home, or you're afraid to leave home, or you're afraid to, like, maybe you've traveled a lot, you've been away from home for a while, or you were away from home for a while, maybe like 4 months at a time, whether it was in college, and then you came back home. And so you're really in your comfort zone. You're going to see that you're really going to be in your comfort zone. And the reasoning is this year, you're going to see that you're going to be shaken out of that comfort zone a little bit to help you grow and be in a more happier spot so you can move forward to where it is that you want to be. I feel like where you're meant to be, I don't want to say it's not where you're meant to be, but things are being shaken up so you can kind of like move along and grow. With this, the dark side and the opportunity that's being brought to you with Judgment reversed here is you're really going to be brought to see that how you speak to yourself about yourself, your self-doubts, but also the fact that you don't listen to your soul calling. I feel like for some of you, you would be a completely different person if you were not in the environment that you were in. I think this is going to be a big change for you because it's going to really call for you to realize that, like, I'm seeing in this card here, this angel has on this dress, right? She has on this beautiful dress with this blue flowing energy coming from it, and there's people coming from it or whatever. Like, we'll just say it's ruffles, okay? We'll just call it ruffles. And it has beautiful blue ruffles with butterflies attached to it. I feel like you would come dressed down to the nines or dressed up leaving the house. And I feel like people have said to you on your way out, why are you dressed like that and where are you going? And you're just like, school, work, out. And that you realize that you're not your true self. Like, you, not that you hide it, but it's more of like you would be a complete different person from the way that you dress to the way that you acted. And the energy of the house that you're in and the space that you're in, it just doesn't fit. It just doesn't fit who you are. You're meant to carry a lot more weight than you were supposed to. You're treated, I would say, and I wouldn't say mainly fairly, and maybe that's how you see it, but treated in the sense of where you feel like you can't do anything. You can't be free. You can't be able to show who it is that you truly are or listen to your soul calling. And Spirit saying there's a lot of healing that needs to be done in regards to that, and why you can't really, I hate to say, toot your own horn or even take some of the money that you've earned to go do something nice. Now, what Spirit is trying to make you aware of behind the scenes in regards to this, they're trying to move you away from a very narcissistic, emotional, manipulative dynamic of yourself. And they're trying to get you to kind of be in touch with your own emotions and for you to stand on your own 2 feet so you could be the King of Cups, to make your own decisions and really see how you feel emotionally as well. So this is what you're being called to. And I think that for some of you, you may have had a pet that passed away that you may talk to, or that you're just meeting. What Spirit's trying to get you is to help you meet new people who have the same things, and maybe that this is a sign for you that it's time for you to move out. And maybe you guys have had your eye on a pet. Like, I feel like you guys have had an eye on a dog or a cat or something that you may want. And I see that with that where he had the bull, like maybe they're trying to get you to kind of pick up your stuff and realize that you do need to leave, that it's your time's almost up. And seeing that this year you're gonna really see that you've been emotionally manipulated, that a lot of the wounds that were yours were not yours to carry, and that it's not your responsibility to take care of all of the I'm hearing disability. I feel that there may have been some disability issues, but the thing is, they're saying that those are not your disability issues to take care of. I'm even hearing deeds, like titles on the house, and things that, like, I'm seeing too, like Spirit is showing me, like, if their name or somebody else's name and deed is on the house, it's their responsibility to make sure that shit is taken care of because it's not legally in your name. So they're saying too that you can put that responsibility kind of back on them, right? if that needs be. And they're saying to you, they want you to take a more mature standpoint. Not that you're immature, but it's time for you to step into a more mature energy because you have been doing so for so long. The opportunity is going to be brought to you with the King of Wands reversed is, I hate to say it, but I feel like where you live or where you grow up, it was like a little workshop that you told everybody what to do, or you were told what to do, and then it was maybe possibly passed down to you to take care of those things, or you stepped into your own family dynamic and have been doing it to siblings or other kids, like, or your kids in your own home, seeing and telling them what they needed to do and trying to have that loyalty, and there's a lot of control, power struggles, a lot of anger outbursts that really need to be taken care of. And what they're trying to get you to do is to see that, illuminate it, take care of it, and see why it is it's triggering you from your parents. And maybe you have moved out, maybe you've moved out for a while for some, and you've been away, and that maybe the parents are now like, get the shit out the attic and clean out your stuff, or get rid of your shit, you know, that kind of thing. And there's a lot of control issues that need to be taken care of. The lessons that you'll be learning though this year is the Nine of Pentacles, and this is about self-worth. This is about being on your own, having your own abundance and stability, and learning that, you know, if you need to turn away, and being on your own and having your own sanctuary for yourself. And whether that is up to status quo or not, and I'm saying based off of your family, I feel that some of you guys base your needs and wants off of how your parents would judge you or your home. And people have said to you that's not sustainable. Like, I'm like literally hearing it in that, and even just from my own personal experiences, saying no, that's not a sustainable way to life. And for me, I can say that I've shelled out money and money that I didn't have, or money that I could have saved, because I didn't, like, I could have maybe Ubered to work instead of buying a car right away, and, you know, putting away money and those kind of things, right? So we just, like, as people, you know, we got to learn what's best for us. And Spirit saying that maybe your little studio, I'm hearing, like, you may want to get a little studio with just a bed and a little couch, and there's a bathroom and a small kitchen, and it may not be up to status quo, because when your parents go and talk about to I'm just going to say Sally Sue, at tea time, and they're talking on the phone, and they're having their lunch, and, oh, they got up and moved, oh, where? Oh, to, this town over there in a studio, you know, those kind of things. And also seeing that you guys are musically inclined, that maybe you guys really enjoy music, and that maybe you should kind of take a step into possibly thinking about taking up piano, paying attention to that, or more music. But you're going to learn lessons this year about being in your own independence, your own worth, what your own money and your valuables, and what you own and what you don't own, and what is yours to take care of and what's not yours to take care of. So let's hop into your career. I have Resin, which is, I feel like you guys are really trying to hold on to a career this year and sustain a career that really isn't working. I feel that I'm hearing it doesn't really pay the bills as much as you would like. And I feel that you guys maybe have won awards, trophies. I'm hearing recognition. You've gotten a lot, but I feel deep within you, though, there may have been a call for change to switch up your career. And I feel that you guys are just really holding on to a career. And I also see it's kind of like a volcano erupting, that maybe you guys work in a geographical location where there's like a lot of inclement weather, but also I'm hearing working from home. So I feel like you guys maybe with your thing, that it's almost like a volcano that you're going to realize this year, like, you can't take it anymore. You've been holding on for so long. The volcano has finally erupted, and you're like, I'm ready to go. And Spirit is saying, don't let it get to that point. Just kind of work through your emotions and move on from there and work what's best. But I feel like you guys are really gonna like look at like all these awards and things that you won, and you're like, how contemplating leaving this behind, like, how can I leave this behind? Like, I worked so hard and we gained so much, but Spirit is saying, where's the passion behind it? Does it make you excited to win the awards? Does it give you life to know that you're going to win again? You know, those kind of things, right? Money-wise, that's funny. Like, I shuffled these pretty good, too. Same for pile number 5, except these were reversed. The Raven's Head. So this talks about money on spiritual pursuits. I've even seen like Sagittarius energy. So you could be traveling, and this is funny. You guys may be traveling to Mount Shasta in California. I got that because that's a volcano as well, and it's really interesting, but this is also about work. So I feel like you guys are really going to be spending a lot of your money, I hate to say it, on bills, debts, things that you can't get your money back from. So I'll be honest with you guys, I do see that your funds may be, I don't want to say depleted, but your funds may be a little bit lower because you're spending more money on occult things and spending money on bills and taking care of like adult things like your like obviously finances. I feel like you guys are really independent people. Like you guys, like if you were to be, I don't want to say thrown out in the street, but if you were told that, hey, like I can't, like you don't have a place to stay no more or whatever, you guys are independent. You guys would know like, oh, I gotta go get breakfast, I gotta take care of myself, I have to go and take care of this, like, okay, now I gotta figure this out. You guys are really resilient. And you guys would be able to survive. Like you would know to go to a laundromat or go somewhere or know who to call to get your shit together in place. Like you would be okay. So Spirit is saying like with your money and who you are as a person, like you're good and you're growing and you're going through some change. Relationships, go slow, take time to get to know each other. So what Spirit is saying to you in regards to your relationships this year, I feel that you guys are going to be very, very cautious about who you let in your life and who you talk to. I hate to say, but you guys have some trust issues. And I think that you're also learning, because like they're showing me like what you're saying, like a step, like you don't like missed a step, like a stepping stone. There's a big rock to kind of go over here. Spirit is telling me that you guys, like you're saying that you've overlooked a lot of the things in your relationships, and you've learned that you can't just, you know, accept people in as they are and like immediately build trust. So you're a little cautious about that. If you are single and dating, I do feel that you're going to take some time to get to know each other, that you're not going to rush into things. Like you're going to be looking for some red flags and really taking your time to ask the right questions and really get to know a person before you allow them into your home, touching your body, like things like that. If you are married or in a serious relationship, engaged, whatever it may be, I think that you guys are going to see there may be some issues and things and miscommunications where you guys are going to have to sit down and talk with each other this year, especially if this is in regards to the people that you live with, this whole read that I just did. About finances and things and overspending or just issues in the house that really need to take it. I think there's going to be some clashing here and realizing that maybe this person is not who you thought that they were and that it's going to take some work. If you are not looking to be like in a romantic relationship with anybody and you're just kind of like you're hanging out with your friends, really taking some time. I really don't feel like it's go slow to get to know each other, but I don't feel that you guys are really going to be open to getting to really know people, like kind of closed off, kind of like a Virgo energy. Got Virgo, Sun, Moon, or Rising. I'm hearing Stellium as well. So there just may be some things that you're not looking to get to know people for whatever reason, like your books are closed and you're not looking to really take friendship applications at the moment. Health-wise, we have separation. So, ooh. I see cells dividing. And I do see that maybe you guys, like, this is more about help, but going separate ways from, like, a relationship in the sense of for mental health reasons. I feel this is more of a mental health thing than anything else. And I feel that you guys are going, like, I'm seeing cell division, so there may be some issues with blood cells or cell multipliers and white blood cells, so blood is going to be a thing, maybe. Blood work, I'm hearing, but even to maybe separating yourself from doctors that don't really care about your best interest and choosing to go other places and just not agreeing. There may have been a lawsuit, there may have been other things, like, so whatever the case may be, but I see with your health issues that I see you also not sharing your health issues with people, like kind of not putting it out on the table and them not, you know, not sharing it, like, and also putting your health issues behind, like you're gonna put on your poker face and just continue on, but even if you're struggling or suffering, you're really not gonna say anything. The Spirit's message to you is strength, and Spirit wants you to continue to work through your ego and ego deaths and really kind of gain that strength to be courageous and even like speak from your heart. Like, and I've, even though like speak your truth, but like really speak from your heart and really speak from a courageous place, even in tough times and tough conversations. And I mean like big time. Open up your heart and speak it, and really say how it is that you truly feel, and listen to your own wants and needs as well. So this is important. With that, let's grab some charms. And what are your signs that you need to look out for this year? Ooh. You guys only got 3, but okay. We'll go with it. Alright, so this is about, this is the AIDS and heart disease ribbon. I've just been telling this to everybody, like, here's just your friendly, good old neighbor here, Demi. Trying to just say, be wary of, once again, we talk about sexual health and things like that, being safe, but also about people who touch your body and allowing people to into your heart space and things like that. Just be wary about who you let into your space, your body, who touches you. And especially look for signs around people who have an open heart. I'm even hearing open heart surgery, so maybe you know somebody who had open heart surgery. But the other thing that I'm picking up on is just being safe with your emotions and your heart, and also just blood work. Like, red is the color of blood, so that's what I'm seeing is blood. Pay attention to your blood levels, your blood sugar, those kind of things. Another sign you need to look for is tender love and care. I do feel that there is going to be a young child like energy, a really young like feminine girl energy. It could be like a niece or a nephew, so be on the lookout for that. I feel like that this little like feminine energy is really going to bring a lot of love to you and like care, and I think that you'll grow to really care for this child and really feel that. But signs that you need to look for too is like, I'm paying attention to this like bright pink fluffy color energy as well, like cotton candy colored almost. Spirit wants you to really like embracing the sweet life. Like, I see like the person eating the cotton candy, so signs of maybe even like carnival or cotton candy may mean something. I'm even seeing like some of Ariana Grande's perfume, like that smell like cotton candy and that they're really sweet. So I was even saying maybe there's a sign for you to pay attention to people who smell really sweet, and really just embracing this fantasy sweet life. I'm hearing Mariah Carey's song Fantasy, so embracing that. Signs of a sweet life, but I also see like a carnival, so that could mean something, so just be on the lookout for that. But it's like to have fun, genuinely enjoy where you're at, and like stop to kind of smell the roses and enjoy where you're at in your life too. You can't always be so serious energy in that energy. So I would say Capricorn, Sun, Moon, or Rising too. I felt like a Capricorn energy for those two. Another sign that you need to look for is the drama queens, my friends. This is the Kermit the Frog meme where he's sipping tea, getting his stuff. They're saying signs of gossip. If you see that these people, all they do is sit around, talk all day, drink wine, talk shit on other people, that they got nothing better to do, these people are not for you, and that you need to take your own tea, your own sip, and just kind of go away. And just kind of be like, that's just not me, man. Like, I'm all about, like, I feel like you guys are all about the daily grind. The money, like getting yourself in a good stable place, like getting yourself into your own energy, and Spirit is saying like that is your route, you know, this is where you're meant to be this year, and not around these people who are fake, inauthentic, don't really care about emotions. And you guys seem really into taking care of yourselves and, you know, not being bogged down by a whole bunch of negative energy. So that's really cool, and I think that this will really help with that. Spirit's affirmation for you this year is, I am appreciated and valued. I feel like you guys this will really help in your career. I'm even hearing looking in your career, so you guys maybe are thinking about changing it. Really say to yourself, I'm appreciated and valued. Like, and I feel that when you say this, like, I feel that your family and other people, and realizing that you are worth this, they will see that you are worthy of things, and that it'll change the way that your inner reality is, and it reflects in your outer reality. So you are appreciated and valued. Keep telling yourself that this year, because I think that'll really help with a lot of growth. So the opalite crystal is all about, oh god, I just hit the damn thing. Is all about being lighthearted and like easing up your burdens, and also with suffering with illness and trauma. So this could not be even more fitting for you. So this will really, if you don't have this crystal, go out and get some. It'll definitely help with lightening up your loads and dealing with like having fun and being open and happy and enjoying the fruits of your labor and things like that. So yeah, I hope that this read resonated with you guys, and until next time, my friends, namaste.